In Pittsburgh, passion doesn't stop at the pavement. It changes terrain. At Mositis Motorsports, we fuel every ride, on-road, off-road, and on the water. From city streets to backcountry trails and wide open water, we're Pittsburgh's ultimate enthusiast destination. With 2 showrooms, East and West, and a team that lives this lifestyle, we don't just sell machines, we power experiences. No matter how you ride, it starts here. Mositis Motorsports, on-road, off-road, and on the water.
Johnstown's going through a lot of changes. Our community is turning into this outdoorsy town that's very welcoming. And our company at JWF Industries changing, looking at the progress we've made with high technology and a family atmosphere. If you're from Johnstown, stay here, see the opportunities. If you left Johnstown, come back and see the difference in our town, see the differences at JWF Industries, the technology, and a great future here. We're at JWF, we're all about faith, family, and country.
Ride MX34.
Ride MX34.
I'm Gavin Towers, Ride MX34.
I'm Drew Adams, Ride MX34.
Ride MX34.
Ride MX34.
My name's Colin Humphrey, and I ride MX34.
My name's Adam Intignap, and I ride MX34.
Check out the all-new MX34 from Dunlop.
All-new MX34 from Dunlop.
Tom Young here, Ride Dunlop MX34.
I'm Justin Cooper, Ride Dunlop MX34.
Just Ride MX34.
I'm Hunter Lawrence, Ride Dunlop MX34.
Ride Dunlop MX34.
I'm Hayden Deegan, Ride Dunlop MX34.
I'm Jet Lawrence, Ride Dunlop MX34.
The road, Honda builds it. You want it, and the new 5-star Power Sports Bedford County has got it. Conveniently located on Route 30, just across from the Bedford Everett Walmart. 5-star's got a huge selection of Honda bikes, quads, side-by-sides, and tons of parts and accessories. No one stocks more. 5-star Power Sports Bedford County.
5-star Power Sports. You were born ready for this.
Would you like to go to a school where we take into consideration how students learn best? Well, we do that because we find if we can build the curriculum around the things you are interested in, you're going to do a better job. The mission at On Track School is that educational success is possible while chasing your dreams. Not only will our staff help students to achieve success, they will cheer you on to the finish line. We encourage you to check out On Track School at ontrackschool.com, where we can help you chase your dreams and still get a quality education.
ontrackschool.com. Check it out.
Hey guys, welcome to Cernic Cycle World, your premier power sports destination. Come on in and check it out. We stock the best products from Honda, Suzuki, Kawasaki, Yamaha, KTM, also Kia. That means we have something for the whole family. We also have a full-service parts department ready to help you with the newest parts, accessories, apparel, and gear from all the top brands. We have our 40,000 square feet showroom with over 500 new and used units, ready for immediate delivery. Easy on-the-spot financing, good credit, bad credit, we can help. And if we don't have what you're looking for, we'll get it. Come see why nobody beats a Cernic deal. Or shop online 24/7 at www.cernics.com.
The history of Loretta Lynn's deepens. 30 championships, all backed by Dunlop motorcycle tires.
That kid's got heart.
Win the title, Casey Cochran. It's Alex Collins.
Got our GeoMax MX-14 ready to go.
Kevin Tower! Jack Spinning!
The following is a presentation of RMG Sports, award-winning championship television.
Good morning and welcome to Pleasure Valley. Whoa, it is a little soggy at Pleasure Valley. Yesterday we had the races, but it didn't quite go. I'm Kevin Bailey. I'm here with Scoob, and we are welcoming you to Pleasure Valley for the second day of the the Loretta Lynn's Northeast Area Qualifier right here. And, the moto gods were not happy with us, giving us the rain that we got. We just went through the national anthem. We welcome everybody. We are here for the modified days, and here comes the Vet 30 Plus Sportsman into the first turn. This is moto number 1 of 11 motos today. Turnout is very sparse. It's a shame. Jeff put together a great ride today as we see our riders head into the head of the dragon and up onto the Fuel Factory Dragon back. Great shot from the drone there. We want to welcome everybody to the RMGsports.net network as we are on day number 2. It's modified day.
Yes, and it looks like we got Brad McClellan, 548, out front leading this. Jeff put together an amazing track today for all that rain we have received. But, hey, this is great training. This is great practice for what this is, the Loretta Lynn's, and that's coming up next weekend. Not next week, I'm sorry.
But look at that track. I mean, yesterday, an inch of rain, and look at it today. This is just absolutely amazing. If you went home, you should have stayed.
Absolutely. And it's, like I said just a second ago, this is going to be amazing practice for Loretta Lynn's because we know what it does down there almost every year.
Yeah.
It rains.
And big thanks to Himmler Excavating and all the workers here at the track for putting together a fantastic race for today. You can imagine what it was like yesterday. Going through that bowl turn, the Team Green bowl turn, you can see just how deep that is. And up onto the Caterpillar off camber, McClellan leading. He is not on a qualifier on this one, but he is out there riding. And Western Pennsylvania rider, he's like, yeah, bring on the mud. I'll do it.
Yeah.
So up towards the Pro Action finish line area, they get the green flag, and we are underway. Race number 1 of 11. And up into the Dunlop Tunnel turn. Under the Plum Contracting Bridge. McClellan leading and looking like he's getting a little challenge there from rider number 2.
I think it's Ryan Burnhammer, if I got it correctly. It looks like 837 Ryan Burnhammer. He's definitely. I seen Brad McClellan make a little mistake back there, and that allowed Ryan to get right up on him there. Of course, these lines are going to come. You know, this thing is going to get one lined, so he's going to have to really pick and choose where he wants to go here. You know how mutters go.
Oh, yeah.
That is Ryan. It looks like 837 in second, challenging. I can't tell who's in third. Looks like a KTM there. Maybe James Folan.
So Brad McClellan out of Pittsburgh on the MX Tire Pro Action Elite Decals Bentley's Factory Connection KTM in the lead. And no serious challenge on him. Right now, I think riders are also looking at it. It's like, they're going to save their tear-offs as long as they can. Study the lines, see where they can make it as they come over the MX-6 triple-double.
Brad made a really, that whole shot. That's the key in these mud racers, too. Like, you talk about them tear-offs.
Absolutely. Here comes the challenge. Yep, see him ducking down there. He's trying to keep his tear-offs from getting completely mudded up. Up over top of the Honda triple.
Third place is coming right up on there, too. This is a nice three-way battle shaping up here, potentially.
So Brad McClellan in the lead, Kyle Bernheimer second, George Comadena in third, Cody Miller fourth, James Singer in fifth, and James Fulton rounds out the top 6. In the Masters 50 Plus, John Swope out of Swope's Tree Care on the Yamaha is your leader in the 50 Plus. I'll tell you what, you're going to get dirty, but that's a nice track right there.
That's a beautiful track. Takes me back to being a young kid and wanting to be out there again.
Oh, yeah. In my dreams.
I'm about there myself.
All right, look at that. We got a nice tight battle coming over top. Again, 2 laps in and 2 to go. We're just about 1.5 laps left as they bring it around that hairpin turn and down the Himmler Excavating downhill. Race number 1 of 11 on the track. As they make the pond turn, officially 1.5 laps left. McClellan in the lead, Bernheimer in second, Comadena in third.
Seen Comadena took an inside line there to try to different line than both the other guys were taking. Maybe that'll pay off
He's going
here.
to try a twofer on this.
Yes, he is.
That's what he's hoping.
He's picking different lines.
Yeah, he squared it up. I like that.
Maybe not always works out in the mud, but
yep.
The second moto.
Team Green bowl turn, and then up over the RM Army triple. They're coming up on traffic. All the traffic took the low line. It looks like everybody's going to. Yeah, everybody on the low line. So I'm not even messing with the top. Hey, but we've got Open Pro Sport today, so that'll be good later on. See if we get some different lines as they come up through some lap riders. White flag coming out, 1 lap to go. I think the lappers are kind of like, yeah, you come on by. It's okay.
Go ahead. I'll just move over. No big deal for today.
Up over the Dunlop Tunnel and under the Plum Contracting Bridge, McClellan leading the way. Ryan Bernheimer taking a charge underneath. There you see Comadena, George Comadena in third. Still a tight battle for the lead. Into the head of the Dragon.
Yeah, they're keeping them same about lap times and that pace about the same.
Look at this. There we go. Comadena making a charge. Going to the inside, and they're side by side coming through the fuel factory. Yeah, Dragon back, sorry. And Comadena takes over second.
He is.
And at that point, you just throw Roos. Just, back that guy back.
Get them goggles dirty.
So Bernheimer, he takes a spill in the Honda Switchback. The first of the bowl turns. Oh, and the leader goes down. McClellan goes down. Comadena gets the twofer. Brad's kind of kicking himself in the butt right now. Look at Brad making a charge. Like, no, I want it back. I want that win.
He come back very aggressive there. You can tell he's gonna go for this.
He's pissed.
He is. He's right on him.
Now again, he's the one that's going to be facing the roost. If I'm Comadena, I'm going to be roosting him. Oh, Comadena goes down. Brad McClellan takes the lead back. Comadena's down and looks like he may be able to get up in time to get past keep Bernheimer behind. So Brad McClellan in the Fall Fest.
Brad looks back like, what happened?
Yes, I'll take it.
I'll take it.
Here's Comadena. McClellan will bring it in and take the win. A little dirtier, but he got the win. That's enough.
Not sure who's coming in. If Comadena got up there in time, let's see if he got through there and if Bernheimer got around him. It looks like Bernheimer got second. So Bernheimer comes through in second. Comadena didn't get it up in time. There's Comadena. He ends up third. It's where he was the whole race. And then he got that first for second on the last lap.
Oh! And John Swope will take the win in the 50s plus. All right, race number 2 is on the line, getting ready to go. 450C, the 11 of Caleb Bester out of Webster, New York. The 12 of Rowan Schaefer out of Katanning. The 22 of Jaden Barrows out of Harwich, Massachusetts. The 29 of Mason Mills out of Katanning, Pennsylvania. The 045 of Alex Lamison out of Housedale. And into the first turn they go.
Looks like Rowan Schaefer, number 12, got the whole shot.
All right, Rowan Schaefer out of Katanning on the Podium Works, MX Tire, O'Neill, Throttle Syndicate, Risk Racing, Rosebud Binding, KTM. 16 years old. 450C, look at this battle. Top 2 going for the breakaway. Everybody else back there. 2 separate battles now for first and third.
the key for these guys is going to be keep that aggression. Keep that aggression under control.
Oh, more than anything, it's keep it upright.
Keep it upright, but that aggression will lead to that in these conditions,
Down the hill, we're excavating down, though, into the Honda switchback. And, 450C.
Ooh.
Nice move there. Squares it up. Again, the longer you're in that rut, the more it's going to slow you down. If you can do the slam, it's a lot easier to stay on clean track. A little dab will do you there, going through the Yabba Dabba Doo Team Green bowl turn.
You got thrown some tear-offs there. Hopefully you didn't get them all. Ooh, first top line.
Taking the top. And it cost him.
It did. Cost him the lead.
It's 450C. He ain't giving up yet.
Not sure who that is took the lead there. I can't see the number.
No, you're right. So Rowan Schaefer still in the lead. Mason Mills, the number 29. We saw him last week out of Kittanning, Pennsylvania, in second. So the two ride buddies, Christian Hilton, the 948 in third, Aiden Tolliver, the 51 in fourth, Case Stevens, the 128 in fifth. Lamas in sixth, Dylan Freeland in seventh, and Seth Lewis, a 910 in eighth place. Through the fuel factory, dragging back they go. Rowan Schaefer, he's got to be happy. He knows Mason's back there. Same age, they've been riding against each other for a long, long time. Well, only since they were on 50s, but that's okay. I'm sure if they had Stasics back when they started, they'd been on them also. It's funny, some of my worst enemies in racing are now some of my best friends going through life.
Absolutely, 100%. I tell that story all the time of a guy that we'd almost got in a fist fight. Today we're the best friends.
Yeah.
And we look back and, here at Pleasure Valley, actually, Pleasure Valley Raceway, I beat him on the last lap in a mutter. And, boy, he took me out. And I ended up getting up and getting across the finish line. And, of course, we almost got in a fight. But to this day, we're best friends. I'm anxious to see if he takes, Mills takes that top. He does. He takes it again.
Here we go. He knows what to expect this time.
He cleaned it pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh.
Got a good run. Lap number 2 coming in. What a battle. Schaefer and Mason Mills. And Schaefer's probably looking at him like, I knew you were going to take that line. You almost got me.
Yeah. It didn't work out that first time, but he cleaned. If he can get that again, good.
Absolutely. And that was, I'll tell you what, that was clean rut riding there.
Absolutely. That one's deep up top there leading out.
It's riding, teaching of riding has changed so much. Now it's balls of your feet. Stand through the turns.
Yes.
If you have to drop down, but don't dab your foot. Which is impossible for me, but I'm old.
Same here. But it has changed a little bit from that. You are absolutely right.
Oh, absolutely. Just the fact that they're teaching you, you ought to scrub. You ought to scrub?
Well,
my God.
Well, now you lose a second. You used to lose a second or lap or two on the corners. Of course, we all still know that. But now if you don't scrub, you lose that second in the air.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And us, of course, we were on 2 strokes. We had no idea it's 4 strokes.
I still love 2 strokes.
Me too.
Up through the MX6 triple-double. That's 3rd place, so that is Christian Hilton headed down around the pond turn, the 948. And he is out of Macomb, Michigan on the Northtown Collision FXR Mobius ASV Twin Air ODI Yamaha. Back to our leaders.
Well, Kevin, we're about to hit that Caterpillar off camera, and he takes that top. Well, they switched it up. Oh, and he goes down. They actually switched it up there.
Yep.
Maybe he was going to protect that line. What's his name in first there, and didn't pan out.
There we go. White flag is out. Last lap.
He's looking back. He's like, he realizes.
Mason, come on, dude. You're supposed to be there.
Yeah.
We're supposed to be high-fiving right now.
He's ripping some tear-offs. He knows he's now just calm down, take a breath, ride that thing out, hit your marks, hit your lines.
He sounds like he's on a two-stroke. I just heard him go by.
Well, you're right. I did hear that, too.
And there's the four-stroke. That's Mills. Finally gets through. So Rowan Schaefer, the 16-year-old out of Katanning, Pennsylvania, making it through the Fuel Factory Dragon back down to the tail of the Dragon. That's actually looking pretty clean there right now.
It really is. It looks real good.
Again, second moto of the day, but I can imagine what that was yesterday.
Absolutely. I mean, the lines look like they're, coming together pretty good here.
Yeah. This certainly looks a lot better than the Supercross in Philly last night.
Yeah, no, that looked pretty bad, for sure.
And that's after Cleveland.
And that's after Cleveland. And Ken's pulled it off again, so he put himself in a good position, Ken Rotson.
I bet you the Supercross guys are all like, Feld probably saying, seriously, going to Philly and Cleveland in springtime? Not such a good idea. Maybe we should have gone there in the ice.
Maybe we should rethink that.
Of course, California, they can't get any rain whatsoever.
Yeah.
We've got way too much.
Way too much. And hopefully Pittsburgh comes back again next year, which would be...
Yeah, our producer's, he's jumping up. If he could do cartwheels on with the headset, he'd be doing it right now. He wants to see it back there. Rowan Schaefer gets the win out of Katanning, Pennsylvania on the Podium Works MX Tire O'Neill Throttle Syndicate Rosebud Mining KTM. Second going to Mason Mills. Third to Christian Hilton, the 948 rider on the Yamaha. Aiden Tolliver fourth. Case Stevens fifth. And the rest wait for moto number 2. Race number 3, the 65-10-11 and the 65-7-9.
We got 73 Caverick Stewart out of West Sunbury, PA. We have the 87 Mason Wheeler out of O'Fallon, Missouri, all the way from Missouri. And we got 99 Matthew Simonox out of Zachary, Louisiana. Yeah.
In the 65-7-9, the 4 Black Norris out of Claysville, the 17 Austin Weymouth out of Boxford, Massachusetts, the 22 Cole Quinlan out of Amherst, Ohio, the 24 Cole Jessup out of Mooresville, Indiana, the 37 Griffin Weymouth out of Massachusetts, the 39 Rivers Rice out of Fombell, the 66 Max Russler out of Lewistown, the 74 Camden Finale out of Irwin, the 92 Ryden Williams out of Brooksville, Florida, 156 Kellen Cooper out of Friendswood, Texas, 208 of Mason Howard out of Adrian, Michigan, Hudson Bott out of Crystal River, Florida is the 621 rider, the 918 of Connor McKinney out of Altoona, Pennsylvania. Now, of course, it's getting down to the end of the area qualifiers, and everybody from other districts are trying to get in here to get a qualifying in the Northeast region. That's why we see so many people from so many different places, either through injury or a bad ride that they had in their home region. But here we go. That's the 7-9. And my eyes still aren't good enough to see that.
Same here.
We need a higher resolution camera there.
I need
or a set of younger eyes.
A set of or really strong readers.
All right, as they head into the head of the Dragon, that is the 7-9 class. And we're going to take it down to Andy on the podium.
Okay, guys, I'm down here with Rowan Schaefer. He's our Open C Moto 1 winner. Tell us about your race.
It's brutal out there. You got to pull that whole shot and check out. That's what you got to do.
Who do you want to thank?
I want to thank my mom, my stepdad, my friends, my Grammy, Podium Works, MX Tire, everyone who helps me, Throttle Syndicate, O'Neill, everyone who helps me and supports me.
Okay, guys, that's Rowan Schaefer. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Andy. And back to the race. A nice pass there on the outside as they head through the Honda Switchback. And that is the 10 to 11 class right there. Your leader in the bright orange need numbers that are a foot and a half tall.
I know, for real. I'm still trying to zone in on that. Can't figure it out yet, but.
Well, we can tell you he's in orange. Oh, there we go. That's a 450C we're looking at.
Looks possibly could be. Let me see. I think it might be Stewart. Actually, Cameron Stewart in the lead there, coming into the Himmler, or I'm sorry, the Caterpillar off-camber, which is going to be tough on these little bikes. We'll see. They all seem to grab that lower line, which is a little bit easier, it looks like, especially with them big ruts up top. Get the first lap underway.
All right, Caverick Stewart in the lead. Matthew Simino in second. Mason Wheeler, the 87 rider, in third. In the 65-79, Brock Norris, the number 4 rider, is your leader. Kellen Cooper, 156 in second. Hudson Bott, the 621 in third. Rivers Rice, the 39 in fourth. Ryden Williams, number 92 in fifth. That's brought to you by On Track School. I'll tell you what a talent-laden 7 to 9 class. It always swaps back and forth as to who's better, the 10 or 11 or the 7 to 9, but 7 and 9 looking really, really strong this year.
They really are, absolutely. You guys look really good. And it's amazing what they do in these little bikes anymore, you know, it just blows my mind.
Oh, yeah. Caverick Stewart in the lead, the number 73. In the 65-10-11 with Matt Simino, number 99 on the Yamaha second. Mason Wheeler, the 87 on the Cobra in third. And we're keying up on the 7 to 9 rate here as they come through the hairpin. Yeah, it's starting to get deep on race 3 in there.
Rolling into them Honda switchbacks, and there's some lines, that inside, outside. Everyone's choosing different ones, I noticed there, that roller or that outside.
I'll tell you, on a day like today, I think I'd go all the way outside and ride the bowl.
Absolutely.
Again, you usually say, you know, outside wide open. Okay, we're not going to get wide open, but you're not going to tangle up in ruts like that. There's your leader. That's that's Brock Norris, the number 4 in the 7 to 9 class. Caverick Stewart and Matt Simino have a good battle going. Simino running a 2:13.874 is only a second behind Caverick Stewart in the 65-10-11. And of course, right now we're keying up on the leaders in the 7 to 9 class.
So maybe a lapper down right there.
Yeah, it's a lapper. And there is Brock Norris. Or excuse me, that's Caverick Stewart. No, that's Brock Norris in the orange. So Norris in the lead there. Kellen Cooper and Hudson Bott coming through right now. And that's Rivers Rice, you see, squared up in the center of the screen. Rivers Rice now up into third place. Hudson Bott in fourth.
Yes.
The 621. Ryden Williams in fifth. Cole Jessup sixth. Mason Howard in seventh. That's Kellen Cooper there. Again, in 65-10-11, Caverick Stewart the leader. Matt Simino in second. Mason Wheeler in third. So there is Brock Norris. And Brock out there on the World Moto Thor PR2 Recluse Mica Dirt Care MX Tire Sengi Fly Cobra out of Claysville, Pennsylvania. 9 years old. He's going to max out this year and head to the 10-11 next year.
Got a little up high on that rut there and had to dab his foot, but recovers real nice.
It's funny talking to parents, and they're like, yeah, he was doing so well in the 50s. I put him on the 65s. He's having trouble. And I say, like, well, once he learns to float those 2 fingers on the clutch, it'll be like God has awakened him.
100%. 100%. That's the biggest transition, right?
Oh, yeah. And once you go there, you'll never want to go back.
Never go back. And
look at this battle. This should be Kellen Cooper and Rivers Rice. Rice with a bad start, making a run as they head up into the bowl turn. Yeah, and look back here, the Team Green bowl turn. I knew that. And now into the RM Army triple. Look at this. Rivers Rice making a charge.
Looks like he ran a 2-second faster lap time as well.
Yes,
so
he did last lap.
Yeah, he's got some lines figured out for sure. Or that throttle.
All right, so there's our leader at the top, and there's battle for second as they come down towards that Pro Action finish line area. Brock Norris brings it through.
Brock's got that. He's got
one lap to go.
18-second lead, so as long as he can hit
There's
them
our
lines.
drone shot. Boy, is that nice. Oh, looks like that's Simino. And back to our leader as they come through the Fuel Factory Dragon back. And I think Kellen Cooper might have gone down. We'll see what happens here. I just see a lone rider in second, at least at that point.
Yeah, he's got, like it shows that 18-second lead, so something definitely.
So that's down the Himmler Excavating downhill. There's our second place rider. And I'm not sure whether that's Cooper or Rice. Rice made a, oh, there we go.
Some yellow
Second
flag.
through 6, all Cobras. There's Brock Norris. And Simino took the win ahead of Caverick Stewart, running 2:13 on his last lap versus the 2:19 for Caverick Stewart. So Simino brings that Yamaha in and takes the win in moto number 1. Simino on the Altus Motorsports PR2 Blue Crew 301 Flooring Rad Cycle Zach Lawn Yamaha. All the way up from Louisiana. Whoo boy. Up there goes
down.
Brock Norris. Makes it through clean. He'll come in and get the checkered flag.
Yeah.
So Brock Norris with the win. That was Austin Weymouth that he passed right there in 12th place in the 7-9. And here comes the battle for second. Who's it going to be? Is it Cooper, Rice, or Williams? Oh, look at that. What a battle to the end. That's 7th and 8th. That's McKinney and Rustler. Then comes Kellen Cooper in 3rd. Next up is moto number 4. It's the Open Pro Sport. The 76 of Ryan Sampson out of Cairo, Georgia. The 330 of Trevor Payne out of Berlin Center, Ohio. The 404 of Raleigh Bussey out of New Berlin, Wisconsin.
And we got the 250B, number 32, Hunter Remoto out of Westbury, PA. The 79, Cabe Schmidt out of Monroe, Michigan. We have the 93, Seth Dennis out of Brooksville, Florida. The 97, Caden Paxcorn out of Casco, Michigan. We have the 127, Braden Bellanger, out of Brewston Mills, West Virginia. 243, Lex Luzon out of Annapolis, Maryland. And we have the 884, Joseph Merrow out of Sarver, out of PA, right here in Sarver, PA.
All right. I think this is a 5-lap race. I'm not sure, but we'll find out. Pro Sport on the line. Ryan Sampson out of MTF. On the Deep South Kawasaki winning minds, TCD suspension, Danny Lewis, Jacob Sampson, Mom and Dad Kawasaki. The 330 Trevor Payne on the Point View Cycle KTM, and Raleigh Bussey on the Yamaha Rock River Power Sports Gizmo Mods, Canvas, CP Racing, Oakley, EVS Dunlop Tamer, FMF Bellray, Decal Works, Guts, ASV, Yamaha. And I'll tell you what, Raleigh Bussey, what a ride, riding for Conrad Eichmann on the Gizmo Mods. I'm just absolutely proud of Conrad and the team he put together for Supercross this year.
Yeah.
Going out and making it possible for riders you hadn't heard of.
Correct. To get their sponsoring their name out there as well.
Absolutely.
I love when guys do that.
And again, kind of like David Eller at Phoenix Honda, he comes up with names, and he's smart enough to know that who has potential, who doesn't.
Yes.
And doing a great job promoting our sport.
Yes.
Of course, also building very, very good parts. Gizmo Mods, great manufacturer of OEM parts. So, Open Pro Sport on the line, getting ready to go. Look at that.
Oh.
Sideways off the line. Going from grid to concrete. Wasn't ready for that. A lot of people have no clue when they get to a grid start like that. And this is the 250B, I believe, on the line. I wouldn't see them sending. Yeah. So that's the B class. Gabe Schmidt, maybe?
Maybe. I think it was, actually, yeah. I think that's Gabe Smith. And
and look at that, side by side as they come through the head of the Dragon. Out onto the Fuel Factory Dragon back. Good battle going. Yeah, I think that's Gabe Schmidt on the TCD Racing Liat KTM.
It looks like Seth Dennis from Brooksville, Florida. Future MX, Fox, Dunlop, Power Band, Florida, Twisted, Thrill Seekers, Monster in second there. As they get
A lot of fast riders out of Brookville, Florida.
Absolutely.
Oh, and big mess up there by the leader, Gabe Schmidt, gets past. And there it goes. There's the second one going by. As they head up the MX6 triple-double. Great drone footage from rmgsports.net as they head up into the Team Green Bull turn.
I think that's actually Seth Dennis that made the pass back coming. Oh, somebody goes down there in fourth.
Oh, two of them. No, it was one. I saw that hay bale there, wasn't sure.
Yeah. Oh, that was Seth Dennis that went down.
So Trevor Payne is leading in the Open Pro Sport with Ryan Sampson, the number 76, in second. Another product of the Colleen Millsaps Training Center. Onto the Plum Contracting Bridge. That is Seth Dennis on the Yamaha Lech Luzon second. Gabe Schmidt in third. Jaden Schmelzer in fourth. Brayton Belanger, the 127, in fifth. There you see Seth Dennis, the number 93. He's on the future MX Fox Dunlop Power Band Florida Twisted Thrill Seekers Monster Yamaha. Down the Himmler excavating downhill he goes into the Honda Switchback. Third place rider, that is Gabe Schmidt on the KTM, number 79 on this TCD Racing Liat KTM, Michigan rider. Back to the leader, Seth Dennis, 93. Raleigh Busey, the 404, now leading in the Open Pro Sport. Trevor Payne, the 330 in second. Ryan Sampson, number 76, in third. Busey just going past the Pro Action finish line. Nice line at the top. Kind of waiting to see who is going to break it open in the B class in the Open Pro Sport. Lap number 2 going in the Open Pro Sport. Riley Busey running a 153.351. Trevor Payne a 152.610. Ryan Sampson at a 159. Seth Dennis leading in the B class with a 154. Lex Luzon second with a 157. Gabe Schmidt in third, the number 79 rider. Jaden Smelser is 67 in Yamaha on a Yamaha. Hunter Romito, Braden Bellinger 6, Camden Cray 7th, Joe Morrow rounds out the top 8. Gray and overcast, but you know what? It's motocross in the Northeast in the springtime. This is to be expected. And looking at the track after going through the limited classes yesterday, it looks pretty darn good.
Yeah, this track looks really good fun and amazing. Looks like a good time and awesome training for Loretta's, right?
Yeah. Seth Dennis, number 93, leading as he heads around the pond turn and up over the MX6 triple double. So Riley Busey still leading in the Open Pro Sport. He just comes through to get lap number 3 in. Trevor Payne, the 330 in second, just behind him. So Trevor Payne running at a 149.709 this last lap, with Riley Busey at a 152.366 and only a second behind. So watch out, Riley. Trevor's on his way.
He definitely is. Definitely running faster lap times there.
There's a white flag. We're looking at Seth Dennis. He's catching up just behind Ryan Sampson now. Seth Dennis leading in the 250B at a 154.404 last lap. Lex Luzon, the 243 rider on the Yamaha, in second at a 156.483. Gabe Schmidt in third on the KTM, running a 201 and about 10 seconds behind. So the leader in the 250B, 10 seconds back, Lex Luzon, and then 10 seconds back, Gabe Schmidt. So I see our rider coming through. And that should be Riley Busey headed down the downhill. No, I don't think so. That's Seth Dennis at 93, sorry.
I've been watching Seth. He's really put it together good on this race. He spaced himself out and hit them lines almost perfect. You didn't see it. You're not seeing a lot of mistakes. As he does go up the
MX triple double.
Triple double, yep.
And you only got 9 choices through there. Seth Dennis looking really, really good. Where's that? I don't want to put a jinx on him. Taking that top line. That's pretty good. He made it through with only 2 dabs. He'll bring it in. Riley Busey takes the win in the Open Pro Sport. Trevor Payne second. Ryan Sampson in third. Seth Dennis takes the win just behind Sampson in the 250B. Lex Luzon in second. Gabe Schmidt in third. Gabe Schmidt third. Jaden Smelser fourth. Hunter Romito in fifth. All right, race number 5 is on the line.
We've got the 250C, number 8, Damian Plumbo. 11, Caleb Bester. Number 17, Lucas Shaver. We have the 21 of Camden Cray. The 22, Jaden Barrows. 29, Mason Mills. We have the 45 of Alexander Lamson, the 48 of Chase Curry, the 51 of Aiden Tolliver, the 74 of John Swope, the 128 of Case Stevens, the 383 of Dylan Freeland, the 816 of Trenton Meyer, 910 Seth Lewis, the 921 of Drew Glenzel, and the 948 Christian Hilton.
And speaking of Christian Hilton, the 948, he is your leader right now out of Macomb, Michigan, on a Northtown Collision FXR Mobius ASV Twin Air ODI Yamaha. There's the battle right now for the lead as they head down the Himmler Excavating downhill. So again, right now it looks like Christian Hilton, another Yamaha just behind him. There's your battle for third. So two separate battles going on right now as they come through the Honda switchbacks, headed down to the pond turn. There's your first, second, and third, fourth battles. Up over the MX6 triple-double. Bring it around into the Green Army bowl turn.
I believe that's Delaney and Palumbo in second there.
Could be. Oh, look at this. Man, that battle for the lead as they come through the... and he goes down. The leader goes down on the top line. You've got to nail that perfectly or don't go up there.
You see, that thing's a rut the whole
Green flag is out.
way.
And the 948, let's see if what they give us up here on the stats.
They come now under the LMR bridge, Likens Market Bridge, coming through. Someone's swapping big time back there, as you can see. Palumbo looks like he got up and is making a charge back. Waiting for the actual feed to catch up here.
There's a battle for third.
That's Palumbo there in third. I think he took that over. Yes, no, he still kept third. He was in fourth. He got back up to third now. He's coming through.
Look at this freight train. Down the Himmler downhill. Love the drone shot, but it gives you no idea how steep that hill is. Through the Honda switchback they come. Around the pond turn. And of course, they're all just saying, like, if I could only get open track, I would tear these guys up. But that ain't happening. There's your leader headed up into the Caterpillar off camber. They're second through fourth. Or second through fifth, sixth.
Looks like we still got, what, Christian Hilton in first? Trenton Meyer in second, and Aiden Tolliver in third.
Yeah, so 948. Christian Hilton is the leader. Trenton Meyer, the 816 in second. Aiden Tolliver, the 51 in third. Drew Glenzel, 921 in fourth. Damian Palumbo, the number 8 in fifth. Chase Curry, the number 48 in sixth. Mason Mills, the 29 in seventh. Case Stevens, the 128 in eighth. Dylan Freeland, the 383 in ninth. And rounding out the top 10, the number 910 of Seth Lewis. That's brought to you by Fuel Factory. Looks like Mason Mills on the move right now. He moves up into sixth. Case Stevens into seventh. Chase Curry headed backwards. He's in eighth now.
Coming through the Fuel Factory Dragons back. Seen Palumbo went off the track back there across the finish line, the RM action finish line, but he made a nice recovery and got back on track there. He seems to be the most aggressive rider what I'm seeing out there right now. Pushing, he's pushing.
All right, so leader on the top, a battle for second on the bottom on our split screen. So we see Christian Hilton, 948, out of Macon, Michigan. Usually a north-central rider, trying to see what he can do for the East. Get a qualifier in both, because Lord only knows that things can go wrong at a regional.
They really can.
I've been to Chillicothe a few times in Ohio, and youth regionals just went to absolute, wasn't a race, it was a bath.
Yeah.
White flag, 1 lap to go in this 250C class. It looks like everybody's getting 4 laps today. I know there's a bunch of 50 racers that would rather been here today than yesterday. Trent Meyer, the 816 in second. Aiden Tolliver, the 51 in third. Drew Glenzel, the 921 in fourth. No, Glenzel gets put back to fifth. Damian Palumbo, the number 8, takes over fourth place. So, a Yamaha, 2 KTMs and a Yamaha. So we got a KTM sandwich going. And it ain't a Subway. They packed some meat on this one. Christian Hilton comes down through the hairpin and headed towards the downhill. Of course, he's looking at the other guy like, dude, just stay there. Let me go by. The other rider's kind of like, I don't know where he came from, but I hope that's the leader.
I really do, because I just want this to be the final one.
Through the pond turn and up the MX6 triple double one last time. Christian Hilton, and he's probably thinking right now, it is worth the drive. This track's a pain, but I got a good qualifier, and I got to see who's in the Northeast. Well, he got to see a little bit of who's in the Northeast.
You will see a lot more.
We're winding down on the area qualifiers.
Yeah. They come across that pillar off camera. I'm anxious to see what Palumbo does here. He seemed to be the guy on the move, really pushing, being aggressive.
Yeah, he is. He's running a 207, 189. Tolliver at a 205. Trent Meyer at a 205. So the win goes to Christian Hilton out of Macon, Michigan on the Norton Collision FXR Mobius ASV Twin Air ODI Yamaha. Trent Meyer in second, Aiden Tolliver in third. Palumbo not able to pull it off. About 3 seconds back. Oh, and it's Glenzel. Glenzel gets past Palumbo. So Glenzel will take, the 921 takes fourth. Case Stevens in fifth. Damian Palumbo in sixth place. Hey, that's, if he can stay there, that's good enough for a qualifier.
I can almost guarantee it didn't show it on here, but he was pushing, because I seen him really doing that and probably had a mistake happen.
Next up on the line, race number 6, the 450B. 79 of Gabe Schmidt out of Monroe, Michigan. The 243 of Lex Luzon out of Annapolis, Maryland. The 289 Scotty Lubazinski out of Cokesburg. The 707 Caden Priestcorn out of Casco, Michigan. And the 789 Troy Uber out of Franklin, Pennsylvania. So race number 6 of 11 is on the track, or on the Jones and Roman start line. Here they come. 4 riders make the start. And 289 is Scotty Lubazinski, I believe, out of Cokesburg with the whole shot. Usually a stacked class, the 450B. Yeah, looking at that 2 lines going into the fuel factory Dragonback.
Would you have taken the ruts, or would you have gone to the middle? And
I would have absolutely taken the ruts.
Yeah?
Yeah, because I always say the ruts are like the railroad tracks of motocross, right?
Sure.
So when you
Sure.
get locked in them, if you got the balance and you got your lean angle correct, you're locked in. You can
Yes.
you can really hammer down on that throttle on a rut. But the key is like right there. You see him dab his foot. Maybe he got a little.
Oh, look at this going to the inside.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
smart move to go where they aren't. And there's a pass as they come up through the MX6 fuel, or excuse me, MX6 triple double.
it looks like Luke's on, and the only Yamaha out there coming in the second.
Out of Annapolis,
or first.
Maryland.
Sorry. So,
And that's on the Bayview Builders, One Industries, BHM Rock Built, Elevated Industries, Dunlop, Yamaha, coming out of the Mama Racing System.
at Hinber off camera, he decided that low line. Let's see.
At this point, I probably would too.
Yeah, I agree. But like I was saying earlier with them ruts, boy, if you can nail that top one, you seen it earlier,
Absolutely.
made the difference, you know.
Yes, but that top line is so deep, and then of course there's always that ever-present dip in the top center.
Absolutely.
And you know you're riding a rut, and then suddenly you got to jump in a rut.
In a rut, which puts the wheel out and could cause some problems.
Oh, yeah.
If you cross rut, you know.
So safest line there. Lex Luzlon in the lead. Scotty Lubazinski, the 289 in second. Gabe Schmidt, the 79 in third. Troy Uber, the 789 in fourth. So Lex Luzon, the leader, headed down the Himmler Excavating downhill into the Honda switchback. And now down to the pond turn. One and a half laps in, 2.5 to go. There's Scotty Lubazinski, the 289, in second place on the M2R suspension, two-smoke performance Suzuki out of Kochberg. There's our leader, Lex Luthor. Just kidding. Lex Luzon.
It's like he holds the
There's
kryptonite
our
right
third
now,
place.
though, for sure.
Gabe Schmidt, the number 79, out of Monroe, Michigan, on the TCD Racing Liat KTM. Up over the RM Army triple. And back to our leader, brings it in lap number 2. Lex underneath the Plum Contracting Bridge and into the LMR Tires first turn.
Got a nice lead there going.
Probably the best sign on the track.
Absolutely.
I mean, it never gets really, really dirty.
Ever.
So into the head of the dragon, we watch our leader come down here. Yeah, he's modifying it. I see him slamming the spot just ahead of that rut. And I think at this point, he's just like, you know what? I don't want anything to cross me up. I'm just going to, I'll play it somewhat safe.
Exactly. As you see him, he just rode a wheelie down that whole hill. But I noticed that. You're absolutely right. I noticed earlier that he is slamming it in a little bit early. He's actually slamming into the walls.
And cutting across.
Cutting across, yeah. It's working for him. I mean, he's got a nice lead.
Oh, absolutely. Up across the MX6 triple-double. And when we were coming in, a little bit of a drizzle, but it seems to have tightened up. Supposed to be clearing throughout the day. But again, that's when, you know, the loose mud becomes gummy, gooey, hang-on-you stuff.
Sticky under the fenders, makes everything heavy, and
oh yeah,
burning out that clutch as it gets heavier on your bike.
450. I mean, you're feeling it, but it's not as bad. There's Luzon as he comes across and gets the white flag
at the Pro Action Suspension finish line area. Here's third place rider. That's Troy Uber, the 789 on the KTM, as he comes up over the RM Army triple and into that Caterpillar off camber. I can't call it off camber if he takes the bottom.
Yeah, he didn't do so much of an off camber there.
Oh yeah,
he eliminated a lot of that off camber.
There's your leader. And he's got his own line through there, and it's working pretty good.
It really is.
155, 468 on his last lap. Everybody else is 2 minutes and above. Gabe Schmidt in second is 2:00, 360, and Troy Uber in third at 2:07, 285. Wheeling down the hill, and you know what? That learning from Eli, that's going through the whoops or going down a gnarly downhill. Go on the back tire.
Yeah, why not? You know, take one. Why not hit all suspensions and get squirrely? Might as well just hit one that back and suck it up. And
plus the fact it puts a smile on your face.
For sure. We were both with a big smile on our face right here.
I'm leading.
Yeah.
This looks really cool. I'm going to do this again until I fall over.
Yes.
Then Dad won't be smiling.
And you can see we talked earlier how he stays standing the whole way through that turn and then sits down. That's that new kind of style that's coming on these four-strokes.
I like it. Learned it from enduro.
Yeah.
But, you know, bringing it to motocross, it's a great positioning.
Yep.
You can react better, and you're steering with your knees.
Correct. And that whole body becomes suspension, you know, what you need on a track like this today.
Yeah. And checkered flag is out. So Lex Luzon out of Annapolis, Maryland, on the Bayview Builders, One Industries, BHM Rock Built, Elevated Industries, Dunlop Tires, Yamaha takes the win. Gabe Schmidt on the KTM, the 79, takes second. Troy Uber, the 789, in third. And Scotty Lubazinski, the 289, who got the whole shot, ends up fourth. Race number 7, Mini Senior 2, 13-15 on the line as we get ready to go.
We got 14 Cooper Rhodes out of Street, Maryland. We got 57 Jake Wheeler out of O'Fallon, Missouri. We got the 72 Carson R. Sebastian out of Cannon, PA. We have the 421 Braxton Baldock out of Liberty, Kentucky. The 747 Noah Goki out of Glenfield, New York. We have the 830 Ryan Madison out of Groveland, Florida, all the way from Florida.
All right. Loving it. Absolutely national caliber track here and a national field. So Mini 2 Senior, 13-15, up into the first turn. It looked like a single digit.
Don't see a single digit, maybe 14.
Yeah, Cooper Rhodes maybe.
I seen a 1 on there.
All right, so that's got to be Cooper Rhodes out of Street, Maryland on the KTM. There's the battle. There's your top 4 riders. So that's the battle for third right there.
They're heading into the Honda switchbacks. Looks like, man, the leader dropped back to third there. Something I didn't catch it, but a mistake must have happened. They're heading up the MX6 Racing double doubles.
Good ride. Again, you know, you see the distance, but it's not a bad thing. They know they have to qualify top 7. All right, we're going to throw it down to Andy on the podium.
Okay, guys, I'm down here with Lex Luzon, 450B winner. Tell us about your race.
It was pretty fun. Got a decent start and then got buried in the second turn, but came around, got the win. Track sick, and about all I can think about right now.
Tell us who you want to thank.
I want to thank Bayview Builders, Jason, One Industries, Dunlop, South of the Border, Sean, Elevated. That's about all I can think of right now.
All right, guys, that's your 450 winner, Lex Lazon. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, Andy. Race Matson, the 830 on the KTM. You see him entering the head of the Dragon. Braxton Baldick, the 421 in second. 14 of Cooper Rhodes in third. Jake Wheeler, the 57 in fourth. Carson Sebastian, the 72 in fifth. And Noah Goki, the 747 in sixth. And that's brought to you by Defiance Lifestyles, the best clothing distributor for motocross. Defiance Lifestyles. Great stuff. There's your leader, Race Matson. Race Matson out of Groveland, Florida, on the Matson Land Consulting Moto Sandbox Guts Dunlop FXR Trix Flow Engines KTM. 13 years old. I think he's traveling with Racing Keelan, and quite the team there headed up north for this. Braxton Baldick in second, Cooper Rhodes third, Jake Wheeler fourth, Carson Sebastian fifth, Noah Goki in sixth. Sebastian out of Shamokin, Pennsylvania. There's all kinds of, there's a full national field. There's only one Pennsylvania rider in the whole group. That's Carson Sebastian. There's your leader. Matson comes through, the Florida rider. Lap number 2, halfway through. Look at this charge by Braxton Baldick. He's making a charge under the Plum Bridge into the LMR Tires first turn.
I just noticed right before that, Race Matson did make a mistake coming through the finish line there. The what is that? The Pro Action finish line. So he lost a little bit of time there.
Baldick running a 2:01.833. Race Matson, the leader, at a 2:02.003. So Baldick is a little bit faster, but when he comes up on the back fender, as he is making it, as they come through the tail of the Dragon, let's see what happens.
Well, he's scrubbing
Race
back
Matson knows he's there now. Got him out of the corner of his eye on that peripheral vision. Headed down into that Honda switchback. And he has got to be clean. Oh, little hang up there for Baldick as he comes through. Now, let's see who has the horsepower as they head up the MX6 triple double. Look at Baldick making a charge.
Well, Baldick, he looks smooth. He's scrubbing and everything up through there.
Yeah.
The thing about it is they all made it. They could just, really they made it, but that's that racer mentality we have,
No, racers don't think that way.
We don't think that way at all.
It would take a few years before they got a 13, 15 to be thinking, all right, I only got to get second.
Ooh, and the leader makes a mistake there, but you're right, absolutely. We just don't think that way. We're not wired like that.
No. All right. Race Matson, the Florida rider, gets the white flag, 1 lap to go. Braxton Baldick in second. So Matson at a 2:00.672 and Braxton Baldick at a 2:00.185. So Baldick still the fastest rider on that track, but only by 0.5 of a second. Into the LMR Tires first turn they go. And which would you rather be? Would you rather be Race or Braxton right now?
I would rather be Braxton Baldick in second.
Yeah?
Yeah. I've always liked that kind of position to be there because I always, myself personally, when I was out front, got a little nervous,
Yeah.
And I'd like to see the lines that he was taking, and I knew where I could push, right, and make up time on him. And you got that option of saying, hey, he's taking that line, but I can also see this line.
Yes.
Now, obviously, you only have 4 laps.
Little bobble there by Race Matson. as they head down that Himmler excavating downhill. Now, last time, Braxton Baldock, had the bobble here.
Oh, and he goes down.
And he did it again. You're the pressure.
Yep.
That's okay. He's still in second.
He's looking back. Make sure that he.
All right. So Race Matson, the Florida rider, with a clear track and a clear hindsight, brings it up out of the MX6 triple-double around into the Team Green Bull turn and up over the RM Army triple, or double single today. I'll tell you, Hillman stretched that triple. You really have to be railing this track to hit a triple on that.
Absolutely.
On a day like today, it ain't happening. There's Braxton Baldock in second. Checkered flags comes out. Race Matson with the win. Braxton Baldock. That's a battle for third. That's Cooper Rose and Karsten Sebastian going at it. Sebastian takes that middle line, trying anything different. Cuts inside, and it's not going to be enough. So Braxton Baldock will take second, Cooper Rhodes third, Karsten Sebastian fourth, Jake Wheeler fifth, Noah Goki in sixth. Race number 8, Junior 25 plus and 125 Junior 12 to 17 BC. In the Junior 25 plus, the 32 of Hunter Romito out of West Sunbury. The 54 Jordan Yarnell out of Canfield, Ohio. The 111 Jason Riddleberger out of Harrison, Virginia. The 117 James Fulton out of Rostraver. And the 125 Junior.
We have 3, Oscar Joseph out of Zanesville, Ohio. Number 12, Charles Frankenberry out of Shellsburg, PA. 48, Chase Curry out of Shalocta, PA. 65, Tyler Stavik out of Brill, New Jersey. The 99, Braden Cornfield out of Fort Pierce, Florida. And the 196, Chase Dashell out of Fairfax, Virginia.
Braden Comerfield just down the road from me. I'm glad to see Florida riders coming up here. Chase Dashell out of Fairfax Station, Virginia. Also one of the District 13 and Mama riders. And here we go. Junior 25 plus off the line. 4 out of 4 riders on the track. That's a good thing. It's the 32 of Hunter Romito out of West Sunbury with the whole shot.
54,
and
John
I think that's full in the 117 in second out of Rostraver. There's your top 3 riders as they head into the head of the dragon onto the. We'll take it down to Andy on the podium.
Okay, guys, I'm down here with Race Matson. He's actually our winner in, I think it's Mini Senior 2. Sorry about that. Tell us about your race, man.
I got a good jump off the gate. Came into the first corner. It was struggling to get up the hill. Weight definitely helps when I don't have a bunch of mud packed on my bike. I ended up third coming into first corner, and then second corner, I got someone. They bobbled in the corner. They bobbled in that turn. Down the straightaway, I was just following, and the kid in front of me, it sounded like his bike was kind of sputtering, and I took advantage of that down the big hill and passed him, and then just tried to ride away with it, but someone was right behind me. I could feel him.
Who do you want to thank?
Can I thank Jesus Christ for keeping me safe? Matson Land Consulting, Moto Sandbox, Ben, Jason, and Rob, 60, FXR, Guts Racing, Tricks Flow Motors, Dunlop, and Mom and Dad.
That's your Mini Senior 2 Race 1 winner, Race Matson. Congratulations, buddy. Hope to see you back up here.
All right, thank you, Indy. And back to the track. You saw the battle for second develop there and then just fall apart. The third place rider tucked the front end. Green flag is out. And Hunter Romito is our leader, the number 32 out of West Sunbury on the Yamaha. There's the battle for second just behind him as they go over the Dunlop Tunnel. And that is John Yarnell, the 54 in second. Chase Dashel leading in the 125 junior with Oscar Joseph second, the number 3 rider. Braden Comerford, the 99 in third. Chase Curry, the 48 in fourth. As they come through the LMR Tires first turn. Good battles going. There's the junior 25 plus. That's Romito, the 32. So Romito bringing it through the tail of the Dragon. 27 years old on the Yamaha. There's the battle for third. That's Fullen and Riddleberger going at it. It could be Chase Dashel that's making a run. There's a lot of Yamahas. And he's made up a lot of time if he's up there with them. We don't have times yet to be able to give it to you, but in the 125 junior, Chase Dashel, the 196 is your leader. Oscar Joseph, the number 3 in second. Braden Cumberford, the 99 in third. Chase Curry, the 48 in fourth. Jaden Smeltzer, the 67 in fifth. That's brought to you by Fly Racing. In the junior 25 plus, Hunter Romito, the number 32 in the lead. The 54, John Yarnell in second. The 117 of James Fullen in third. And 111, Jason Riddleberger in fourth. As we watch them come through the Team Green bowl turn. That should be second and third there. There's your leader going through the Caterpillar off camber. That's Chase Dashel, the 196. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dashel's now leading everything.
I think that's what I was about to say. That I think
150 at a 152.668. Chase Dashel in the lead. Oscar Joseph, the number 3 in second. Braden Comerford, the number 99 in third. What a battle! Hunter Romito comes through in the 25 plus class in the lead. John Yarnell, the 54 in second. James Fullen in third. Riddleberger in fourth. Hunter Romito running a 2:19.473. They must have started on one line. No, I thought I saw 2 drops there.
There was 2 drops. That's
wow.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering there. Definitely.
So the 125 junior is blowing away the junior 25 plus. Junior 25 plus was originally made for a place to put ex-pro riders that wanted to come back to amateur racing.
Absolutely, yep.
There's the battle for second. Yarnell and Fullen going at it. 2 KTMs. No, that's Oscar Joseph, Braden Comerford. Man, this is... the 125 junior is just blowing this track away. Again, I always say that if I had a choice of what to ride on here, it would either be a 150 or a 125 two-stroke. Just a fun bike on this track.
Absolutely. The 125 two-stroke, oh my gosh, so much fun.
There's your leader. Chase Dashel gets a white flag, 1 lap to go. So here's battle for second. And I'm thinking this is Oscar Joseph, Braden Comerford. Let's see. Yeah, Oscar Joseph second, Braden Comerford third. Unbelievable. What a charge those guys have made. A 152, a 154, and a 154. That's your top 3. The junior 25 plus, a 219, a 220, and a 230.
Yeah, they're just really running good lap times on this
track.
Oh,
absolutely.
Junior 25 or 125.
They've got faster times than the 450 Pro Sport.
Yes.
Now, granted, the track is drying out, a lot better surface.
Yes.
But, wow. The 125 juniors just absolutely blowing the track times away here.
He's like, get out of the way of the lapper.
Yeah. Down the Himmler excavating downhill and into the Honda switchbacks. There's your leader, Chase Dashel. On the Complete Racing Solutions, MX Tire, O'Neill, Dunlop, Lynx, Factory Connection, Oakley, Fuel, Risk, Precision Transport, T-Rex, HCS, Tamer, Guts,
Bell Yamaha. Been watching Chase for a long, long time. He started on 50s. 16 years old now. I'm getting old.
Yeah, I was just thinking, I remember when I thought I was old joining the junior 25 class. No, that blew by fast in a blink of an eye. Now it's the plus 50, you know.
Yeah, a blink of an eye and a sneeze, and I'm almost 70 years old. Checkered flag is out. Chase Dashel takes the overall and the win. The battle for second, Oscar Joseph, Braden Comerford coming through. And that's Oscar Joseph in second, Comerford in third on the overalls, and they started on the second line. Jaden Smeltzer in fourth, Chase Curry in fifth. In the junior 25 class, Hunter Romito, way faster than anybody in that class at a 2:19. Second place, John Yarnell at a 2:38. James Fullen at a 2:29 in third, and Jason Riddleberger in fourth. So that takes care of race number 8 of 11. College 1824 Sportsman Senior 40 plus, race number 9 on the line at the Jones and Roman start. The number 76, Ryan Sampson out of Cairo, Georgia. The 79 of Gabe Schmidt out of Monroe, Michigan. The 289, Scotty Lubazinski out of Kochberg. The 330, Trevor Payne out of Berlin Center, Ohio. The 404, Riley Busey out of New Berlin, Wisconsin. The 884, Joe Morrow out of Sarver. The 910 of Seth Lewis out of Jeanette. And in the senior 40 plus,
we have the 13, James Singer out of Bentleyville, PA. The 122, Mike Judge out of Thorndale,
Ontario,
Canada. Yeah, wow. And the 374, Cody Miller out of Wills, Michigan. The 516, Stavak out of Breeville, New Jersey. The 548, Brad McClellan out of Pittsburgh, PA. And the 611, George Comdean out of Cairoli, PA.
George Commodena, he's second race of the day today. I noticed that Brad McClellan's got a queue next to him, so he's going for qualifying in the senior 40 plus.
Yes, he wasn't earlier in that last race, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. So 13 riders on the track. Race number 9 of 11 as we get ready for the start here. So 7 riders in the first group. That's the college 1824. 6 in the senior 40 plus. As we see our monster girl up there, got the card up, waiting for the track to clear. Looks like they're doing a little bit of cleanup over there in that finish line straightaway, or getting somebody off the track at least. There we go. The 2 is up. Flips it. Here we go. And we are underway in the college 1824 Sportsman. From the outside, and I think that might be McClellan.
It's actually Riley Busey, 404 it looked like. Or maybe, oh yeah, I think you're right, McClellan got him.
There we go, side by side as they come through the Fuel Factory Dragon back. Oh, nothing like it.
He pushed him out there a little bit.
He got him. Could be Riley Busey, the 404 on the Yamaha. Looks like it now. That looks like a 2-digit number. We'll find out.
I'm pretty sure it is Riley Busey heading up the MX6 double doubles. I'm not sure who that is in second.
I'm thinking that's Craig McClellan, but
I think you're right.
We'll find out. But Busey, like, putting it on, and look at that lead he's got now. It is a Yamaha. It's a 3-digit.
.404, yeah, that is Busey.
Dabs his way through that top line. Served him good on that one.
Busey brings it through, gets the green flag, and we are underway in the College 1824. Trevor Payne, the 330 out of New Berlin, Ohio, is in second place. Ryan Sampson, the 76 out of Cairo, Georgia, the MTF facility, in fourth place. Scotty Lubazinski, the 289 out of Kochberg, in fifth place. Riley Busey on the Rock River Power Sports Gizmo Mods Canvas, CP Racing Oakley, EVS Dunlop Tamer, FMF Belray, Decal Works Gus ASD Yamaha in the lead. Down that Himmler Excavating downhill into the Honda switchback. And Busey is running a great lap. Of course, I'll knock on wood here. I don't want to jinx him as he comes up through the MX triple-double.
Pulls the tear off there like no problem, clears his vision. As we like to say, hauling the mail. He's hauling the mail right now.
Yeah. Taking that top line, get a good view of just how smooth or not smooth that is. There's one line through there. Oh, he broke off. I like that. You see the second, he takes that established line there, drops in. Smart move there to square that on the inside.
Absolutely.
And across the Pro Action Suspension finish line area, 2 laps in, Riley Busey had a 1:46.739, again the fastest time of the day by 3 seconds. Trevor Payne at a 1:51.448 in second. Ryan Sampson third at a 1:55.801. Gabe Schmidt fourth at a 1:56.458. So 10 seconds difference between first and fourth place. Senior 40 plus, James Singer's your leader, the number 13. Mike Judge, the 122 in second. Cody Miller, the 374 in third. Todd Stavick, the 516 in fourth. George Comadena, the number 611 in fifth place. McClellan in sixth. Hey, you know what? McClellan still could make a qualifier coming in sixth.
Absolutely. And that's all about just keeping on 2 wheels, you know.
Well, that just tells you got a lot more conditioning to do in 1 month.
Correct.
Before it comes time for the regionals.
Yep.
Riley Busey getting the Busey. Heading into traffic. He's got some lappers up there, as they in England they call it the backmarkers. Oh! Wow. Don't mess with somebody you don't have to mess with.
Yeah, exactly. He almost went down there.
Yeah, he did. Trying to square that off.
And
it could have been a recipe for disaster. White flag is out, 1 lap to go for Riley Busey.
Definitely dealing with some lappers here, too. He has to get around. He's got one more. He moved over there good for him, so.
As he brings it through, the LMR Tires first turn. Clears his own way. Sometimes being in the lead, coming through back markers, you make moves that you really, really didn't think you were going to have to make. Through the fuel factory, dragging back. Through the tail of the Dragon. Actually, it's staying pretty clean there. I mean, it's deep, but it's not not undoable.
Yeah, I think the line. I think it's coming together really nice this track.
Oh yeah. Well, obviously it's stopped raining. You can see by the track the lap times.
Yes.
Nice line there. Double, double single. up through the Team Green bull turn, up over the RM Army triple, and into the Caterpillar off camber. He's taking that top line again. Let's see, watch him come through this time. Floating his foot, one dab. And then he cuts across. I like that.
Yes.
Not that he cares that I like that, but it's a good line.
It's a good line.
Checkered flag is out. So Riley Busey out of New Berlin, Wisconsin on the Rock River Power Sports Gizmo Mods Canvas CP Oakley EVS Dunlop Tamer Yamaha takes the win. Trevor Payne, the 330 rider, in second. And Trevor on the Point View Cycle KTM. Ryan Sampson third, Gabe Schmidt fourth, Scotty Lubazinski in fifth. In the senior 40-plus, James Singer will take the win. Mike Judge in second. Cody Miller third. George Comodena in fourth. And Todd Stavik will round out the top five. Race number 10 of 11. All on the line. Super Mini 2, 13-16, 85, 10-12. In the Super Mini 2, the 14 of Cooper Rhodes out of Street, Maryland. Carson Sebastian out of Shamokin, Pennsylvania. The 84 Garrett Rosenberger out of Granville, West Virginia. The 199 Olivia Reynolds out of Davidsonville, Maryland. And the 421 Braxton Baldick out of Liberty, Kentucky. In the 85 10-12.
We have the 31 Braden Marzaka out of Kemp, Texas. The 75 Zeke M. Utz out of Wakapatona, Ohio. We have the 88 Braden Mutchler out of Dundee, Michigan. With the 99 Matthew Simonax out of Zachary, Louisiana. The 127 Charles Orr out of Kemah, Texas. And 254, Ryan Racing Kyler out of Brooksville, Florida.
Racing Kyler. I'll tell you what, keep an eye on her. I guarantee you she'll be up front in that 85 10-12. An absolute prodigy of a rider. Seemingly coming out of nowhere, but, winning last year at Loretta Lynn's, and just amazing. Again, you got a chance to watch somebody that will be the new Jordan Jarvis or the new Lala Lachlan Turner.
Absolutely. As I was walking this morning, I seen on the back of their box trader. I think it said "Moto is Life." I think, but my.
Here's the battle for third. And in second place, stands it up in the middle of that turn. Oh, and the leader goes down. Oh, my goodness. He got a two-for pass without really doing anything. So, rider making their way around. Again, first lap, their numbers are so small, can't get you the numbers. We'll be able to get you shortly. There's your leader. Good battle right now between the first and second. All right, so Karsten Sebastian, the 72, is your leader with Olivia Reynolds, the 199 in second. Braxton Baldick, the 421 third. This is Super Mini 2. So Baldick in third place as they go through the LMR Tires first turn. The 84 of Garrett Rosenberger in fourth place. Cooper Rhodes, number 14, in fifth. Racing Kyler, the number 254, leading in the 85 10-12, with Matt Simino, the number 99, in second. Zeke Utz, the 75, in third. Braden Mutchler, the 88, in fourth. And Braden Marzaka, pardon me, the number 31, rounds out the top five. And we're going to take it down to Andy on the podium.
Guys, I'm down here on the podium with Riley Bussey. He was too busy to get up here for the Pro Sport, but he also won it, and he is our College Boy Race 1 winner. Why don't you tell us about your race?
It was good. I got off to a great start, and yeah, right outside the gates, it's a little slippery from the rain yesterday. But my Dunlop MX-14 hooked up good, and yeah, we got the whole shot, and just led the whole moto and rode my race.
Tell us who you want to thank.
I'd like to thank my mom and dad, Rock River, CP Racing Team, Open Goggles, Aaron Kane, Canvas, Andrew, Michael, Tamer Whole Shot Devices, Rob Fox from Dunlop MX Tire, Jeff, ODI Bars, and yeah, just everybody behind me, EBS, just thank you guys so much.
Guys, that's Riley Busty. That is your Moto 1 winner, college boy and pro sport. Congratulations.
All right, thank you, Andy. We're back to racing, and Grayson Kyler leading in the 85-10-12, but Carson Sebastian, Olivia Reynolds going at it right now as we see them go through the finish line area, the Pro Action suspension finish line, up over top of the Dunlop. Oh, and second place goes down. That's Olivia Reynolds, and that is a hard get off there on the backside of that Dunlop tunnel. There's our leader, Carson Sebastian, coming through the LMR Tires first turn into the head of the Dragon as they come down to the bottom.
Yes, so we got
that should be Braxton Baldick.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're in second now. And there's Carson Sebastian coming through into the tail of the Dragon. There's your second place. That is Braxton Baldick. Garrett Rosenberger third. I'm not sure where Olivia will get back into this. Olivia Reynolds, she was running really, really well out of Davidsonville, Maryland on the KTM, but took a hard spill on the backside of the Dunlop Tunnel. And that is Garrett Rosenberg, the 84 rider, on the KTM in third place now. That could be Olivia Reynolds. No, I don't think so. We'll see. Again, in the 85-10-12, Rayson Kyler in the lead, Matt Simino in second, Zeke Utz in third, Braden Muchler in fourth, and Braden Marska in fifth. That's brought to you by On Track Schools. The leader just fell. Third fell. Sorry about that. My producer's in my ear. Here comes your leader. Comes around. White flag is out for harvesting. Cody Dar, Lowell Spangler, Dutchman MX, Thor, Scott, Toytech, Roland Papp, Gibson, Husqvarna out of Shamokin, Pennsylvania in the lead. Braxton Baldick in second. And Rayson Kyler has now moved up into third overall, but still leading in the 85-10-12 with Matt Simino just behind him. And she ran a 2:07.129 on the last lap with Simino at a 2:09.942. Zeke Utz in third, Muchler in fourth, Marska in fifth. That's in the 85-10-12. But the Super Mini, Carson Sebastian, your leader, the number 72, as we see. Braxton Baldick, the 421 in second. Olivia Reynolds up into third place, so she is back in it. Again, that was a tough get off. It would take me it would probably take me 3 or 4 laps to get back into it.
No doubt about that.
Thanks, buddy.
Well, I can feel your pain right there, believe me. There's no doubt about that.
There's Sebastian headed up into the Caterpillar off camber, or not so off camber on the bottom, but he's still holding the line. Makes it through. Good square at the top. Brings it through, and the checkered flag is out. So Carson Sebastian taking the win in the Super Mini 2. And let's see. I think Simino will make it through, Braxton Baldick may make it through, but Rayson Kyler at a 2:07. Watch her come through. So I think that's Simino. No, that's Braxton Baldick. Okay, Baldick coming through. Let's see if Grayson Collar should be next as far as I could see from what they were running, with Simino all over her back fender on the last lap. Grayson Collar.
Yeah, coming through.
Started second line and makes it all the way up to third overall on an 85 versus a 105. So that's just amazing. All right, last race of the first round coming up. Schoolboy 2, 12-17, and Senior 45 Sportsman. And the Schoolboy 2, the 3 of Oscar Joseph, the 22 of Jaden Barrows, the 045 of Alexander Lamison, the 93 of Seth Dennis, the 97 of Caden Priestcorn, the 99 of Braden Comerford, the 100 of Ben Hilton, the 196 of Chase Dashel, and the 243 of Lex Luzon. In the Senior 45 plus Sportsman,
we have the 122 of Mike Judge, the 266 of Adam Russer, the 345 David Andrew Jones, and the 516 Todd Stavik.
And that looks like Luzon taking the whole shot there. A lot of fast riders in the Schoolboy 2. Luzon, Chase Dashel, and of course they've been racing against each other since forever. Okay, well, since they were 4 years old. Only 12 years. That's forever. Look at this. Side by side coming through the tail of the Dragon. Dragon's back and, oh, got him. Luzon right there. There's so many it could be. Could even be Seth Dennis that took the lead out of there, out of Brooksville. Let's see. I know that's Luzon in second. But look at the third and fourth right back there. Your leader is checked out. Unless he gets stood up in the turn, he's running away with it right now, at least on lap 1.
Looks like the 93.
It could be the
Seth Dennis. It is
Seth Dennis, yeah. I knew it was a Yamaha. And Luzon just behind him. Watch out. Look at Luzon taking the bottom line. Closes the gap very well on that.
Seth got hung up a little bit. I could see up top there on that top line.
Green flag is out. Seth Dennis, number 93 in the lead. Lex Luzon, the 243 in second. Chase Dashel, the 196 in third. Oscar Joseph, the number 3 in third. It's all Yamaha. Into the LMR Tires first turn. There's your top 4. Sounds like a 125 BC special going out there right now.
Got her leading into the Fuel Factory Dragons back. Still keeping about the same distance between these guys. Seth, Dennis, Lex Luzon, and Chase Dashel. Top 3.
Adam Russell leading in the 45 plus on the Husqvarna, the 266 rider. The 122 Mike Judge on the KTM in second. Of course, they're both KTMs, but there's the battle for second. There's Lex Luzon and Chase Dashel going at it. As I said, they've been riding together since forever. Up over the MX6 triple-double. Battle for second. Luzon and Dashel going at it. Boy, Luzon living in Travis Pastrana's backyard. Both of them from Annapolis, Maryland, or Prince Frederick. There's your leader. That's Seth Dennis bringing it through. Seth on the future MX Fox, Dunlop, Power Band, Florida, Twisted Thrill Seekers, Monster Yamaha. 17 years old. Under the Plum Contracting Bridge and into the LMR Tires first turn. There's your top 4.
Lex Luzon, Chase Dashel, and Oscar Joseph. I'll tell you, they're powering off each other right now. They're just
absolutely
keeping it going.
I see, Oscar Dennis just lurking back, or no, I'm saying Oscar Joseph, I'm sorry, back there as well. And seem to have a good line coming under that Elmar Bridge. See if he makes up some time there. Oh, we got somebody. We got lappers down. Dennis able to navigate that pretty nice.
All right, there's Luzon and Dashel going at it as they go into the Honda turn. Look at this. Oh, stands him up. Luzon goes down. Chase Dashel takes over second. Luzon, hopefully he can get up quick before Oscar Joseph gets by. That's a tough place to drop it. High-sided, and, of course, the bike's facing the low side. Going through around the lapper there. Seth Dennis. He's probably looking at this track like, I want to go back to sand.
Yeah. Well, that definitely gave him some breathing room. It looks like he got hung up there a little bit, but, of course, that's a tough line on that Caterpillar off camera.
Down the Pro Action straightaway, and the Pro Action finish line gets the white flag, 1 lap to go. Seth Dennis running a 153.659. Dashel at a 152.324 in second. Oscar Joseph down in third at a 155.730. And we're still waiting to see Luzon come through. Yes, he does come through in fourth. Tough break for him. But hey, it's racing. And the senior 45 plus, Adam Russler, the 266 in the lead, 122 of Mike Judge in second, 516 Todd Stavick in third, 345 David Andre Jones in fourth. That's brought to you by Jones and Roman Motocross School. So the 93, Seth Dennis, down that Himmler Excavating downhill into the Honda switchback. Outside line looking pretty good there. No abruptness. Makes the turn around the pond. 1/2 lap to go as he comes up through the MX6 triple doubles. No trouble. And through the Team Green Army bowl turn up over the RM Army. Everybody's got an Army now. Triple. And, of course, into that Cleveland Caterpillar off camber. Scoots across the top. Nice line. Always seems to go your way when you're leading. Checkered flag comes out. And the Floridian, Seth Dennis, takes the win. Brap. Chase Dashel in second. Let's see if Luzon could make a charge. Not quite. No, there's that senior rider. Then Oscar Joseph comes through. Lex Luzon will come in fourth. Ben Hinton in fifth. Adam Russler will take the win in the senior 45 plus. Mike Judge second. Todd Stavick third. David Andre Jones in fourth. Wow. We went through a stack of paper already.
We did. That went fairly quick, and we got a new stack coming up here.
Isn't that amazing? Well, I don't think we're going to take a break. I think we're going to keep on going. Yep, and the producer's like, yeah, he rolled his finger, like, yeah, duh. We're going to keep on going.
So it looks like we got
all right, so the Vet 30 Plus Sportsman. All right, let's start down to Andy at the podium.
Guys, I'm down here on the podium with Schoolboy 2 winner Seth Dennis. Tell us about your race, Seth.
It was pretty good. Got off to a decent start. Had to make some passes quick, and then,
Yeah, track's developing a little bit more. It's getting some good lines. It's feeling good.
Who do you want to thank?
I thank my mom, my dad, my sister. I'd like to thank Fox, Kyle Cheeseman, Future MX, Power Band, Twisted, Thrill Seekers, and everyone else. Thank you.
Okay, guys, that's your School Pro 2 winner, Moto 1, Seth Dennis. Congratulations, Seth.
All right, Andy, thank you. And we are up here for race number 1, round number 2. Fifth place went to the 374 Cody Miller out of Willis, Michigan. Fourth place going to the 13 James Singer out of Bentleyville, Pennsylvania. Third place going to the 611 is George Comadena out of Charleroi, Pennsylvania. Second to the 837 Ryan Bernheimer out of Johnstown. And the win going to the 548 Brad McClellan out of Pittsburgh. And the Masters 50 Plus.
In the Masters 50 Plus, we have the 45 of David Andrew Jones, the 74 of John Swope out of Saxon, PA, and David Andrew Jones is out of Cleveland, Ohio.
All right, and that was second and first. As we get ready for our second set of races, we are at round number 2. And if you're just tuning in, welcome to the RMGSports.net network as we bring you live stream from Pleasure Valley Raceway. Day number 2 of the 2026 Loretta Lynn's Northeast Area Qualifier. And again, it was a wet weekend. It's dried up, and it is absolutely mint track right now. Just absolutely gorgeous. The times have been coming down. We're finished with the first set of races. We've got 11 to go to finish it up for the weekend. So, again, our riders down on the Jones and Roman start line as we had a beautiful view from the background. Big thanks to our drone pilot and, of course, to our cameraman right here at RMGSports.net. Next race we'll be having will be right back here for the Dylan Slusser Memorial Race. That will be in May. And we'll be back here bringing you all the action. I'm Kevin Bailey, the Motomouth, and I'm here with Scoob. And we are going to call them as we see them. Of course, the official finishes will be official, and they won't be us. So we're just announcers. We're paid to talk.
We're just paid to talk.
We're also dry.
And we're also dry.
Which is not a bad thing.
That's a very good thing.
So
Absolutely.
Again, we thank you all. Good morning and welcome to the booth. Do you like it? We got it cleaned up here. Everything's like hanging. It's not the double-sided tape. And we're just proud to be here and to be bringing the race action to you from the booth right here at Pleasure Valley. And it doesn't get any better than this.
It really doesn't. At a motocross track in PA at Pleasure Valley Raceway, watching the races, especially from this booth, it's the best.
Oh, I'm loving life. Nothing better than to come up and enjoy the rights of motocross spring, where I would just be cutting grass and trying to get the kayak rack straightened out on my house on the river in Florida.
Yeah.
Okay, it doesn't sound like a bad idea either. But right now, we got a view of the official, look at that, the official Defiance Lifestyle T-shirts. If you haven't gotten one, you need to get down there, stop and see Rob and the staff as we bring you all the action from right here at Pleasure Valley. I think they're doing a little bit of track cleanup as we keep going. I see. Oh, no, we got the 2 card up. They're checking down the line as we get ready for the start. Vet 30 Plus and Masters 50 Plus. Race number 1 of 11 in our second round of the Sunday races. Lovely view. And, of course, the Cleveland Brothers podium up there that everybody will be going up to. We'll get an interview with the winners. So, yeah, it's two motos, all modifieds today, no limited, which makes it a lot easier on the referees. It's always a pain trying to sort through what's legal, what's not.
Absolutely.
On the area qualifiers, not so much. It's not so bad on the areas, but the regionals where you really have to get down and look at the bikes.
Yeah, it's getting down, nitty gritty there, and taking a look at what's going on, what's going on.
I like that. You can tell a senior guy because he actually could get the jumping jacks right. I remember looking at a video that Dean Dives put out. He was trying to teach a 5-year-old how to do jumping jacks to get ready. And he could either do their hands or the feet. He couldn't get the hands and the feet coordinated.
Almost like that tapping the head, rubbing the belly kind of thing.
Yeah, I can't do that either.
I can't either. Absolutely not. And I can hardly do a jumping jack anymore either as well.
Well, I could do one. 10 would be beyond me.
Yeah. And that's very important for these riders as well,
Oh, absolutely.
to get that get warm, before you actually go out and just that adrenaline drop,
Well, you look at the pro pits, and it used to be you would see just a bicycle, stationary bicycle. Now they got rowing machines also. Here we go. And that should be there's 3 of them. So that's the Vet 30 maybe. The 948.
Looks like Brad McClellan.
548, Brad McClellan with the whole shot. So Vet 30 plus sportsmen on the track. Masters 50 plus will be coming up after them. I hear that start going off the line. So Brad McClellan out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania on the MX Tire Pro Action Elite Bentley's Factory Connection KTM in the lead. 42 years old. Down the Himmler excavating downhill. Himmler putting together a fantastic track for today from yesterday. And last night it was all move the mud, pack it in. And that's tough on the person doing it and the equipment.
Absolutely. But they really did a great job.
But those Cleveland Brothers Caterpillars, doing a great job last night, packing that track in, getting ready for today. And of course, they had very little help from the Lord above. He just decided, this is going to be a spring mudder, whether you like it or not. There's your first and second riders.
Looks like Ryan Burnhammer in second there out of Johnstown, PA.
Oh, the 837 rider. Everybody taking the downside as I go past the Cleveland Brothers Caterpillar container there, marking our tougher than a $2 Walmart special steak track. And this off camber, it's brought a lot of people to the sudden realization that I'm not as good as I think I am riding an off camber. And into the LMR Tires first turn. Craig McClellan leading Ryan Bernheimer, the 837. Cody Miller, the 374 in third. Miller with the 5th place in Moto 1. McClellan had the win and Bernheimer second in Moto 1. As we look at our second and third riders headed through there. Oh, that's first and second. Wow. Bernheimer closing up the lead there. I thought McClellan had a better lead than that. Bernheimer, of course, we don't get lap times until the end of this lap. But Bernheimer closing it in on McClellan as they come through the Honda switchback around the pond turn and headed up the MX6 triple-double. In the Masters 50 Plus, John Swope leading as he did in Moto 1 in the Masters 50 Plus. Down in the valley so low, headed up to the Team Green bowl turn. Let's see. Who's going to do this one better?
Is Bernheimer going to take the low or the up? He's going down low also. So, nah, I ain't messing with it. Both go taking the same line. I think they just want to finish it.
Yeah.
They know they're both going to qualify.
Exactly.
Well, actually, McClellan doesn't care. He's not qualifying in this one anyway.
Yeah.
But that is a very important $1.99 piece of plastic.
Absolutely. Without a doubt.
No, I take that back. The podium work does a great job there. And Jeff Cernick always putting it out there for the riders with beautiful trophies. And, of course, having Defiance Lifestyle here with the official T-shirts doing a great job. Always a Class A operation here at Pleasure Valley. Except they hired me. I don't know. I think Jeff just, feels like he's got to take care of the beaten dog. So down through the tail of the dragon, Brad McClellan in the lead, Ryan Bernheimer just behind him. Into the Himmler excavating downhill. Ooh. 1.5 times to go. Man, I like the track.
I do
actually
too.
Want to go out there and try that.
I agree. That's what I was thinking. Man,
you just need a Masters 60 class.
Yeah, yeah. They really do.
No room at the end. There we go. Up into the Team Green bull turn. Up over the RM Army triple. McClellan navigating through the turn there. That left-hander.
Yes.
Is like, don't stand it up. All right, I'll look at my shoulder.
He looked back there a little
third
bit.
place. That's Miller, the 374, Cody Miller, coming up over the MX6 triple-double. That shows you the gap. White flag is out. McClellan and Bernheimer through the Pro Action finish line area and up over the Dunlop Tunnel. Going past the lapper there. That's probably a swope that they're passing right there in the Masters 50 plus. As they head down to the head of the dragon, and that all-important Fuel Factory Dragon's back. Boy, what an evolution that has taken. They went from triple doubles into the tabletops. And, of course, tabletops just a lot safer back there.
Absolutely. Them tabletops are so much safer. I can remember coming through there as a kid when I raced here, and one time Superman had through there.
Oh. Yeah. Whether it was planned or not.
It wasn't planned, believe me. It wasn't planned at all.
But Travis would have been proud of you, huh?
Absolutely been proud of me. I mean, I was a straight-out Superman flying, but I got her back on without crashing, so that was nice.
McClellan and Bernheim headed up over the MX6 triple doubles. And you see Miller back there in the distance. Less than half a lap to go. And there's Vet 30 Plus Sportsman. Race number 1. Up over the RM Army triple.
Takes a look back again like you did last time. Pace that. Where am I at? Okay, we're still good. Let's just get this to the finish line.
And Craig McClellan will bring it in for the win. Out of Pittsburgh, PA on the KTM. Craig McClellan. I'm sorry, Brad McClellan. That would be Craig McClellan Jr. I don't know whether there is one, but it is now.
Yes.
Bernheim in second, and Cody Miller in third.
John Swope will take the win in the Masters 50 Plus. Race number 2, 450C, is on the track. The win went to Rowan Schaefer, the number 12. And that's not him out there right now.
Couldn't see who that was. It looked like a Honda.
Could be Mason Mills on a KTM.
Absolutely, yeah, you're right.
He had second in the first race. Third went to Christian Hilton, 948 out of Macomb, Michigan. Fourth place going to Aiden Tolliver out of Medina, Ohio, the number 51 rider. And fifth went to the 128 of Case Stevens out of Newport, New Hampshire.
That is Rowan Schaefer.
Look at this battle.
Rowan Schaefer, that is. Oh, he's in second.
Schaefer in second. So that might be Mason Mills. Both of them out of Katanning. Mason had a tip over. Oh, third place goes down. Miller in the lead. Hey, 2-1 beats a 1-2.
Ups all day.
Mason Mills on the Mills Chiropractic, Ignite Health, Zembody Collision, FMF O'Neill, Decal Works, Mom and Pop KTM. Here we go. Here comes the charge. The number 12 of Rowan Schaefer. Both of them out of Katanning.
Let's see what they do here in this clean.
Oh, look at that square off. Oh, my goodness. Schaefer manhandles his way into the lead there. Coming through the off camera. That's not the place I would pick to attack, but
he did it. He went for it.
He did it.
And I was wondering what was going to happen because earlier in the race, one went high and one went low on that line, but they both went but low on there, and Rowan Schaefer pushed him out of the way. He's out of Podium Works, MX Tire, O'Neill, Throttle Syndicate, Risk Racing, and Rosebud Mining.
So Schaefer taking the lead. Mason Mills in second. The 948 of Christian Hilton, the Macomb, Michigan rider, in third place. But these two, I mean, this is Western Pennsylvania racing here. They know this track intimately. They know the weather. They know it ain't over until I beat that sucker.
Exactly.
So Schaefer going through the Fuel Factory dragging back. Mason Mills with the whole shot, and he just wants another shot at Rowan Schaefer.
I was just about to say, Kevin, he wants a little bit of redemption there.
Oh, yeah. And down through the Himmler Excavating downhill into the Honda switchback. There's your third place. That's Christian Hilton on the Yamaha, the 948 rider. That shows you how far he's back, and these guys are not holding back. Schaefer got some clear track ahead of him. He's like, nah, I'm going to bury you now. It's a do or die for him. I want that podium interview.
Absolutely. Put in a hot, one hot lap, get out a little bit. I see Mills making a couple little mistakes in the back there. He wants that back, right? He wants that chance to get up there.
Yeah, that's called the whiskey throttle.
Yes. And on a track like this, you got to keep that smoothness, It's when it gets these lines all over the place, if you're just over-aggressive a little bit sometimes, you can make them mistakes.
Smooth as everything on a track like this today.
Correct.
So Schaefer in the lead. Mason Mills in second. Christian Hilton in third. Case Stevens, 128 in fourth. Dylan Freeland, the 383 in fifth. Alexander Lamison, the 045 in sixth. Seth Lewis, the 910 in seventh. Aiden Tolliver, the 51 in eighth. And John Yarnell, the 54 in ninth. And that is brought to you by Cleveland Brothers Caterpillar. Here's third place coming underneath of the Plum Bridge and into the first turn. That is at 948 of Christian Hilton. He's on the Northtown Collision FXR Mobius ASV Twin Air ODI Yamaha. Schaefer. Woo-hoo-hoo. Yeah.
He was dabbing up a storm
I was going a little faster than I was. That gooey track just sucking the power out of him in this 450C.
I've had more tip overs from thinking I was going faster than I was than I did actual crashes. Of course, the crashes hurt a lot more.
Absolutely, yeah, without a doubt.
And there is Mason Mills heading down around the pond turn in second place, up over the MX6 triple-double. And there is Rowan Schaefer up over the RM Army triple. Makes the left-hander. Oh. Smooth, son, smooth. I'll tell you what, that's a catch-all at the bottom there. That's one of those ones like, yeah, you want to slam that one.
Yeah, let's slam that one. We need to slam. Yeah, that's a
white flag. He's probably very happy to see that one. The gritty mud in his teeth. Still has some tear-offs left. Well, thank goodness for that one. Up under the Plum Contracting Bridge into the LMR Tires first turn. Rowan Schaefer. He wants that Podium Works trophy. 1 and 1 equals 1. And to my old high school algebra teacher, yes, ma'am, that is physics. 1 and 1 equals 1, and you'll never understand it. She couldn't understand how to say Pawabawa. It even messed me up the rest of my years. I still say Pawabawa.
I would say that's a hard one to say there.
Well, she was Japanese. It was like
yeah.
Pawabawa. No, Mr. Bailey, word. Never did learn it.
It looks like Schaefer, he's running like 3 seconds a lap faster there, so that's giving him that big lead he's got.
Schaefer just smoothed it right out, running a 2:00.078. Mason Mills at a 2:03.865, but he's still faster than Hilton at a 2:04.999. So Mason Mills 8 seconds back, and Christian Hilton 18 seconds behind him. So quite a gap. And there's one person happy about that, and that's him right there, Rowan Schaefer, up through the Team Green Bowl turn. Last lap, no heroics, just get through there. It's a kiss lap. Keep it simple, stupid.
Great analogy, I love that one, yes.
Keep it simple, survivor. Checkered flag is out, and a very happy Rowan Schaefer taking the win in the 450C race number 2. And Mason Mills second, Christian Hilton third, Case Stevens fourth, Aiden Tolliver fifth. Race number 3, 65-10-11, 65-7-9. In the 65-10-11, the win went to Matt Simino out of Zachary, Louisiana on the number 99 ride. Second went to the 73 of Caverick Stewart of West Sunbury, Pennsylvania on the Cobra. And third, the 87 of Mason Wheeler out of O'Fallon, Missouri on the Cobra. 65-7-9.
The win went to Brock Norris out of Claysville, PA. Second place went to Kellen Cooper out of Friendswood, Texas. And we got Ryden Williams with third place out of Brooksville, Florida.
All right, we're going to take it down to Andy on the Cleveland Brothers podium.
Okay, guys, I'm down here in the podium. 450C overall winner, going 1-1 for the day. Rowan Schaefer. Rowan, great job, man. Tell us about your race.
That track's getting worse out there. Didn't pull the whole shot. Definitely harder coming through, but it's rough. You got to stay on them feet.
You did a great job today. Tell us who you want to thank.
I want to thank my mom, my stepdad, all my friends, my grandma, my tata, Rosebud Mining, Risk Racing, MX Tire, Podium Works, everyone who helps me and supports me.
Congratulations, Rowan. One step closer to Loretta's.
All right, race number 3 is on the line. And we thank Andy down here on the Cleveland Brothers podium. And here we go, 65-10-11, 65-7-9. Trying to get the track clear. And we are off.
looks to be the 112, which I don't see. So
92 I seen right up there. Ryden Williams out of Brookville, Florida. Looked like maybe second.
As they head down to the head of the Dragon, downhill off camber, and into the MX6. No, Fuel Factory Diamondback. Our riders working their way around. So down through the hairpin, our riders go. And down the Himmler Excavating downhill. Into the Honda switchback. There's your top 4 riders. Down to the pond turn through that Honda switchback. There, look at that charge. The second place is making on the first. Up to the MX6 triple double. Oh, what a battle. Top 3 in a breakaway. Now the battle behind him for 4th. That could be Matt Simino up in the lead right there. Simino's on a Yamaha, so that's not a Yamaha. Little bobble there on that midline as they come through the Caterpillar off camber. So Simino in the lead, Caverick Stewart in second in the 10-11. There's our leader in the 7-9. And it's Matt Simino, Ryden Williams. So Ryden Williams in the lead on the 92. Kellen Cooper, the 156 in second. Rivers Rice, the number 39 in third. Cole Jessup, the 24 in fourth. Mason Howard, the 208, rounding out the top 5. Down into the head of the Dragon. There we go through the Fuel Factory Dragonback. That's Williams and Cooper, the 92 and the 156 in the 7-9 class. There's your top 3 in that 7-9. That is Ryden Williams, Kellen Cooper, and Rivers Rice. Ryden Williams out of Brookville, Florida. And there they go into the pond turn. Lap number 2. One and a half laps to go up through the MX6 triple double. Up into the Team Green bull turn. Around the lapper there. By taking the outside. So there's your top 3 in the 65, 7-9. Williams, Cooper, and Rivers Rice. The Florida rider doing a masterful job.
So we got Ryden Williams in first place there coming through. We got the 156 of Kalen Cooper in second. Rivers Rice in third. Mason Howard in fourth. We got the fifth of Colton Jessup, Cole Quinlan in sixth. Camden Finella in 7th, and Max Rustler in 8th. That's in the 65 7 9, 65 10 11 with Caverick Stewart and Matthew Simonex. See Williams coming through there in the first, coming through the Fuel Factory dragging back. Cooper in 2nd, Rice in 3rd. Looks like Rodden Williams has got a 2-second lap faster time through there, so he's really navigating this track well. As they head down the Himmler downhill into the Honda switchbacks. Williams comes around. He's going to head up to the double-double, MX6 Racing double-doubles. Cooper back there with a little dabble. It's going to put him back a tiny bit. Come around the corner, heading up to the RMX triple. So Williams coming through in first there. He's going to come around the Cleveland Brothers off camera, taking that lower line. Dabbing the foot a little bit there, but making it through nice and smooth. Everyone going low on that. Of course, that top line is a big rut for these little bikes. White flag. We got the white flag coming through for Williams. We got Williams, 92, number 92 in first. Second, we got the 156 of Cooper. And third, number 39 of Rice. As they come through the LMR Tires first turn under the so one more lap for Rice. For Williams to put it together here, hit his marks, hit his lines. He's doing a good job so far. He will take that win. Coming through the MX6 Racing, the Dragon back, the Fuel Factory Dragon back there. Looks like Rodden Williams is around a 221. Rivers Rice with a 226. He's 8 seconds back in second. And Kellen Cooper, a 230, and he is 2 seconds back from Rivers Rice. Williams got a little caught up there in that rut, but he got through her. Coming up to the MX6 Racing double-double. 92 Williams navigating that, making it look easy, making it look smooth. Heading down the Team Green Bull turn and then up the RMX Army triple for the last time. There he goes. Getting a little nose wheelie there, but he pulled it off. Here he comes, taking that Cleveland Brothers off camber, taking that low line, just like he's done every time. That is Williams coming through the Pro Action finish line. He's going to take the win. Checker flag looking good with Rivers Rice in second. Kalen Cooper rounding out the top three. 156 Kalen Cooper. We got the Mason Howard 208 and fourth. We're going to get Cole Jessup at the fifth place, Cole Quinlan in the sixth, Camden Finella 7th, 8th, Max Rustler 9th, Austin Weymouth, and 10th, Griffin Weymouth.
race number 4 coming up next. The Open Pro Sport. And third place went to the 76 of Ryan Sampson from Cairo, Georgia, from MTF. Second place going to the 330 of Trevor Payne from Berlin Center, Ohio. And the win going to the 404 of Riley Busey, out of New Berlin, Wisconsin on the Yamaha. In the 250B,
we got Seth Dennis, who got the win on the first one out of Brooksville, Florida. We got Lex Luzon getting second place out of Annapolis, Maryland. And in the third place, we have Gabe Schmidt out of Monroe, Michigan.
Signs up. Here we go. 2 riders in the Pro Sport. I have to believe that's Riley Busey and Trevor Payne. And 250B on the line. Card sideways, and here we go. And it's the 79 of Gabe Schmidt out of Monroe, Michigan, with the hole shot. Gabe Schmidt third on the first moto. Coming up with the big hole shot. Let's see if he can keep Seth Dennis and Lex Luzon back there. Looks like Luzon's taking over the lead. The Annapolis rider. Luzon had a second in the first moto. He's your leader now.
Looks like Seth Dennis again back there in third right now.
And we're down to Andy on the podium.
Guys, I'm down here in the podium with 65 CC 7 and 9 overall winner, Ryden Williams. What a great day you had here. Tell us about it.
It was good. Yeah.
Well, he says that did. Who do you want to thank, buddy?
Forgive Me, Safe, Oakley, Mended, Open Star, Mitten, Corelli, Sorby, Model Labs, Doma, Too Light Pink, Mitten, and everybody else. Thank you.
Okay, guys, one step closer to the Loretta's. Congratulations. Ryden Williams, your overall winner, 65 CC 7 and 9. Congratulations, buddy.
All right, thank you, Andy. And our leader, Riley Busey, leading on the Yamaha in the Open Pro Sport. Trevor Payne, the 330 in second. Here comes our leaders in the 250B, and it's Lex Luzon, who is in the lead now. And right behind him, I think, is it's a 70 of Schmidt. So Gabe Schmidt, the number 79 in second. Jaden Smeltzer, the 67 in third. So Schmidt had the hole shot, faded back to second, but hey, he's still up there. And you see Smeltzer as he comes through the LMR Tires first turn. There's our leader coming down the hills, the 243 of Lex Luzon. Lex on the Bayview Builders, One Industries, BHM Rock Built, Elevated Industries, Dunlop Tires, Yamaha. There's your top three headed down around the pond turn. And it looks like Smeltzer trying to make a run on Schmidt as they come up through the triple double.
Looks like Seth Dennis might not be out there, huh? He had that first in the last moto.
Busey just coming through the traps at the Pro Action Suspension finish line. Payne just behind him. So Trevor Payne running a 151, 5 seconds behind Riley Busey at a 149.781. So Riley Busey 2 seconds faster. Lex Luzon at a 155, 269. Gabe Schmidt at a 156, 156.006, and Jaden Smeltzer third at 156.009. So Schmidt and Smeltzer just about the same speed. And Lex Luzon about 0.5 of a second faster. There you see the top three in the 250B as they head into the Fuel Factory Dragonback.
Luzon with that second in the first moto, so this is going to be good here for this first heat.
Luzon pulled on the way a little bit. Schmidt and Smeltzer tightening it up. Smeltzer putting the pressure on Gabe Schmidt as they head up through the MX6 triple-double.
He's Smelton pushing there a little
Lex
bit.
Luzon up over the RM Army triple. Luzon makes that final turn down the Pro Action straightaway, gets the white flag, 1 lap to go. You see Gabe Schmidt just behind him. And, oh, he's away back. Like, look at that. Jaden Smeltzer faded back some. Faded back a lot.
A lot. Looks like Schmidt ran a faster lap time that last time.
Smeltzer finally comes through the traps. He's about 8 or 10 seconds back now. Gabe Schmidt looks like he's mounting a charge on Lex Luzon. Gabe Schmidt out of Monroe, Michigan on the TCD Racing Liat KTM. Luzon on that Yamaha. Right where he wants to be right now. He wishes he had another couple seconds ahead of Schmidt. As they head down that Himmler excavating downhill into the Honda switchbacks. Down around the pond turn they go. Riley Busey still leading in the Open Pro Sport. He's got the white flag, 1 lap to go over the 330 of Trevor Payne. And the checkered flag comes out. So Riley Busey takes the win. Trevor Payne in second. Payne making a charge at the end, made up about 3 seconds. He was a 151.058 versus Riley Busey at a 152.064. But Busey still gets the win. Here's our leaders in the 250B as they go into the Caterpillar off camber. One last time. There's the top three. Lex Luzon will take the win. Gabe Schmidt in second. Jaden Smeltzer third. Joe Morrow fourth. Braden Belanger in fifth. Hunter Ramito in sixth. Camden Cray rounds out the top 7. Race number 5 coming up.
We got the
so in the 250C, 5th place went to the 128 of Case Stevens out of Newport, New Hampshire. 4th place going to the 921 of Drew Glenzel out of Westfield, Massachusetts. 3rd place going to the 51 of Aiden Tolliver out of Medina, Ohio. 2nd place going to the 816 of Trent Meyer out of Shalakta, Pennsylvania. And the win going to the 948, Christian Hilton out of Macomb, Michigan. Race number 5 is on the track, and we're going to take it down to Andy on the Cleveland Brothers podium.
Guys, I'm down here with 250B winner Lex Luzon. Lex, great day, man. Get the overall 1 step closer to Loretta's. Tell us about it.
Man, it was awesome. I was a little tight in the beginning, but I started loosening up. Last lap was out to get mine. the first a little bit better, but overall, good race, fun, track's good. That's it.
Who do you want to thank?
Bayview Builders, my mom, my dad, One Industries, Dunlop, all the boys back home, Sean, Jason, Elevated Industries, everybody else, yeah, thank you.
Great job today. Bradley, you're back up again. Congratulations, Open Pro Sport winner. Tell us about your race.
Oh, it was good. I got off to a good start, and yeah, just try to stay smooth. The track's deep, it's super fun right now. I prefer the track like this, so yeah, it was a good race. Got a good start, and yeah, just led that one to the end.
Who do you want to thank?
My mom and dad's CP Racing team, Canvas, Michael, Andrew, Dunlop, Rob Fox, Jeff, MX Tire, Oakley Goggles, Aaron Kane, Tamer Holshot Devices, Joel from FMF, EVS, Decal Works, ASV Levers, Fuel Factory, Bel-Ray, and yeah, just everybody behind me means the world. Thank you guys so much.
Okay, guys, that's your Open Pro Sport winner, Ralph Bussey. Congratulations, buddy. One step closer.
All right, thank you. And boy, are we walking into a barn burner here. Whoa, Nelly. What a battle. We've got people falling, racers racing, and all of them going into the off-camber now in this 250C class. What a battle. This is a bloodbath. These guys are going at it. And as they bring it through, green flag is out. And, oh, my goodness.
Always entertaining in the 250C. Obviously, you know, these guys are fighting for, they got a lot of that drive in them that
I'll say.
And it's always interesting. It's always fun to watch. I love the 250C class. And these guys are pushing to do good and come up through the ranks. And this one's definitely a barn burner. As they come through the Fuel Factory Dragons back. About to hit the Himmler downhill. They seem to space out here a little bit. That little chaos in the beginning has evened itself out a little bit here.
Still waiting on our data to catch up. What a battle down that Himmler excavating downhill. 250C. You'd think they were pros right now. Or they think they're pros. I think they're pretty good.
I do too. They look good.
Through the Honda switchback down around the pond turn. And Mason Mills, your leader. Kristen Hilton, who had the win in Moto 1, is in second. Damian Palumbo in third, the number 8 rider. Trenton Meyer, the 816 in fourth. Drew Glenzel, the 921, rounds out the top 5. That's brought to you by Cleveland Brothers Caterpillar. So Mason Mills makes his way through the Team Green bowl turn up over the RM Army triple. Makes the left-hander and into the Caterpillar off camber. As they bring it through, lap number 2, we're halfway through. Mason Mills in the lead. You see Kristen Hilton just behind him as they head over the Dunlop tunnel jump. Palumbo in third, Meyer in fourth as Trent Meyer. Tolliver now moves up into fifth, so Aiden Tolliver in fifth, Kay Stevens in sixth, Chase Curry in seventh, Drew Glenzel in eighth, Seth Lewis ninth, Joel Freeland in 10th. That's brought to you by Leland Time Power Sports. Across that Fuel Factory Dragonback, still a great battle for the lead here. Mason Mills holding on. It's like, you know what, Stover got me on the 1. I got this one. Of course, Kristen Hilton, who got the win in motor number 1, was like, no, man, you don't have it. I'm coming after you. Down the Himmler excavating downhill they go into that Honda switchback. There's your top 3 riders. What a battle. And they have been going at it since lap number 1.
You didn't hear us. Andy was talking on the podium, and we were up here jumping up and down, screaming, "What a lap!"
We're hitting each other on the arm. look what's going on back there. Look what's going on. I'm actually like Tolliver, who got third that first moto. He's back there in fifth now. Is he? Obviously he wants to come up through there, but he seems a little bit off right now. See if he makes a push for it.
Mills holding a slim lead. Christian Hilton making the charge. White flag will be coming out this time around. Hilton, yeah, he tries a little bit of a different line on the bottom. Just up a little bit. White flag, there you see it. And let's see what the time goes this time. A 2:04.606 for Mason Mills and a 2:03.318 for Christian Hilton. Trent Meyer now up into third, the number 816 rider, running a 2:01.931. The fastest rider on the track right now. Palumbo in fourth, Aiden Tolliver. Tolliver up into fourth, Palumbo back to fifth.
That's what I'm saying. I knew them two were going to make a charge because Meyer got second in that first moto, and look, he ran the fastest lap time. So he wants to come up through in this last lap.
He's dragging him along. There's the battle for the lead. Mason Mills and Christian Hilton going at it through the Fuel Factory Dragon back, down to the tail of the Dragon, through the hairpin.
He's right on him.
Hilton trying to pick a different line, but trying to stay fast. They both go outside. In that Honda switchback, down to the pond turn, 1/2 of a lap to go in this 250C moto number 2.
Hilton on an outside line there.
Hilton trying to make the outside charge. Here we go, up the MX6 triple-double. Hilton making a run on the outside. Mills has him right now. Down to that Team Green bowl turn. Hilton goes to the inside.
Oh, and they both got caught up a little bit.
And Hilton makes the pass as they come up over the RM Army triple. Mason Mills goes low. Hilton on the top. Hilton still leading.
Oh, Mills goes high line on the.
Oh. Is it a good line or not? Oh, no. He spins her around. Doesn't quite lose it, but he lost a lot of time. So Christian Hilton will come in and take the win on that Newtown Collision FXR Mobius ASV twin-aired ODI Yamaha.
You got to give it to Hilton for trying something different there. It didn't pan out.
Absolutely. Mason Mills, he tried it and just didn't work. Trent Meyer in third. And let's see whether it's going to be Tolliver or Palumbo in fourth as they come whipping it up through here. It's going to be the Yamaha. Damian Palumbo will take fourth. Aiden Tolliver in fifth. Case Stevens sixth. Chase Curry seventh. Drew Glenzel eighth. Seth Lewis ninth. And Dylan Freeland will round out the top 10. Brought to you by Dunlop Tires. So this is race number 6 on the line on the Jones-Roman start line out of 11. So after this will be 5 left. 450B on the line. In fourth place, Scotty Lubazinski out of Kochberg on the 289 Suzuki. Troy Uber, the 789 out of Franklin, Pennsylvania. Second was in 79 of Gabe Schmidt from Monroe, Michigan. And first went to the 243 of Lex Luzon out of Annapolis, Maryland. And Luzon in the lead.
Luzon again in the lead. It looked like 79, some Gabe Schmidt maybe in second. Have I seen that correctly?
Looking like it. Evenly spaced as they come down through there. Luzon feeling that confidence building. And rough track, but definitely doable. It's not like it's sloppy, cakey mud.
Absolutely not. You seen that last podium interview where the guy said, I'm loving it out there right now.
Yeah.
And Luzon, who got to be in shape because he's been in a lot of motos now. It's good.
Up through the Honda switchback, down to the pond turn. And we're going to take it down to Andy on the Cleveland Brothers podium.
Christian Hilton, congratulations. You are 250C overall winner for the day. Tell us about your weekend.
Came here, had a good weekend, and then it rained all day yesterday. Still rode through the mud though. And then just hoping for a little better track today, but about the same. So I just pushed through it.
Who do you want to thank?
Mom, Dad, Norton Collision, Rhino Power, Easter Reese's, FXR, Scott. That's it.
Congratulations on your weekend. Great job.
All right, Luzon brings it in and puts lap number 1 in the books. Up out of the Dunlop Tunnel jump and down under the Plum Contracting Bridge.
Second, we got Mason Mills. In third, Trenton Meyer. Actually, I'm wrong on that. I'm sorry. That was the last race I was looking at. Sorry about that. But Gabe Schmidt there running in second. He's from TCD Racing and Liette, his sponsors.
There's our second place rider.
That's Gabe Schmidt, and he's out of Monroe, Michigan.
All right, you can see the distance between the first and second there. That's your third place rider. Better battle for second than it is for the leader. Luzon just checked out. There's our leader up at the top. Headed into the off camber. I can't wait to see a time as they come by this way.
That was I was anxious to see that as well, to see how there they go.
So Luzon in the lead, Troy Uber the 789 in second, and Gabe Schmidt the 79 in third. Uber with the third place in the second moto, or first moto, excuse me. There's Luzon making the LMR tires first turn down into that off-hill or downhill off camber, off-hill down camber, yeah, one of them. .450B, race number 6. Welcome to the RMGsports.net transmission of the Pleasure Valley Raceway, Loretta Lynn's Northeast Area Qualifier. There's our leader headed. This is our second place rider, Troy Uber, the 789 on the KTM. Makes his way around. Back to our leader there. You see Luzon coming up through the MX6. That's how much of a gap he has over second place. There's your third place. That's Gabe Schmidt, 79, as he heads down the downhill. Lex Luzon running a 155.198. Troy Uber at a 201.294. Gabe Schmidt at a 203.170. Just to give you an idea, that's 19 seconds between Luzon and Uber, and 10 seconds between Uber and Schmidt.
Yeah, they're really spread out on this one. That
white flag will be coming out this time as Lex Luzon, the Annapolis rider, comes around past the Pro Action finish line.
I like that line he took there. See that? He didn't hit that main line. He went inside a little bit there. There actually wasn't even a rut there.
Luzon just feeling the confidence coming out with a win earlier. And this one, he's like, yeah,
I don't hear anything back there. Lap time showing it. 1:57, so he dropped 2 seconds, but he's still. Oh, look at Gabe Schmidt. Gabe Schmidt at a 1:56. He had a good lap.
Yes, he did.
And only 2 seconds behind Uber. So Uber with a terrible lap.
Something
Gabe
happened.
Schmidt working on his way up and could possibly make the pass on this last lap. I see Lex Luzon coming down the Himmler, excavating downhill into the Honda switchback. Five races to go for the weekend.
Yeah, I'm looking. Uber definitely made a mistake. He went 26 seconds back, so something happened there.
Look at this. This is Uber and Schmidt going at it as they come out of the tail of the Dragon down the Himmler downhill.
He's right on him. Schmidt, he gets drug up. He was right there and got drug up. He went to the outside and got caught in the rut there. He had to dab his foot a couple times, but he was right on him, right on Uber.
Our next race here on the RMGsports.net network will be the 15th and 16th of May for the Dylan Slusser Memorial, so please come back and tune in for that. That's our future events. And then, of course, in June, we will be coming back. Here, look at this. Look at this battle for second.
Uber got Schmidt, or no, he didn't.
Uber and Schmidt going at it.
Oh, he takes the top line.
Got to try something different.
See if it pans out for him. He got a drive out of there. Nope.
And checkered flag comes in. Luzon takes the win. Gabe Schmidt in second. Troy Uber in third. So great race in there in this 450B class. Race number 7, Mini Senior 2. Here they come up into the first turn. Race Madison from Groveland, Florida, the 830 had the win in moto number 1. And that's Madison on the outside. He is in second place. Braxton Baldick from Liberty, Kentucky, came in second in moto number 1 on the 421 gas. Third went to the 14 of Cooper Rhodes out of Street, Maryland. Fourth went to the 72 of Carson Sebastian out of Shamokin, Pennsylvania. And fifth to the 57 Jake Wheeler out of O'Fallon, Missouri.
I believe that was Cooper
Look
Rhodes.
at this. Top 4 riders. What a battle we've got.
I think that was Cooper Rhodes with the whole shot, but they're 8.
That's the 930, yes. The
8:30.
830, Race Motson.
Took the lead.
Wow. Down into the Honda switchback. Matson, a little bobble there. Battles for second right now. It's a 3-way. All right, we're going down to Andy on the podium.
Lex Luzon, man, you're down here again, 450B overall winner. Great weekend, man. You've had a great weekend here despite the conditions. You rode through it. Track's coming around really good. Why don't you tell us about it?
Well, I mean, the track is one of the funnest tracks I've ridden in a long time, and then the ruts are so good. Everything's really good. Track's gnarly, which is good. Really good for racing. Didn't get the best start, but just went right around everybody on the outside on the second turn, so a lot of fun.
Who do you want to thank?
Bayview Builders, my mom, my dad, Elevated Industries, One Industries, Dunlop, everybody out back home, all the boys back home, Jason. That's about all I can think about right now.
Guys, that's your 450B overall winner, Lex Luzon. Congratulations. Great weekend, buddy.
All right, thank you. And great drone footage as we watch the leader heading into the LMR Tires first turn. That's Race Matson, the 830. Second is the Carson Sebastian, the 72. Third is the 14 of Cooper Rhodes. Fourth is the 421 of Braxton Baldick. And fifth, the 747 of Noah Goki. And this is our leaders right now. Matson and Sebastian going at it. Sebastian was fourth in the first moto.
But the only Pennsylvania rider out there, out of Shamokin, he knows a thing or two about this track. Race Matson, part of the Florida riders coming up here out of Groveland, came up with racing and Matson.
Oh, we had a.
There's all right. Second place rider went down. Carson Sebastian down. So Cooper Rhodes and Braxton Baldick going at it now into the Honda switchback. So I hope Sebastian gets back up and gets it back into it. But it's Cooper Rhodes and Braxton Baldick as they head up over the MX6 triple doubles. So leader on the top, and the battle for second as they head up over the RM Army triple and into that left-hander to the Caterpillar off cambers. You can see the gap that Race Matson has. He ran a 158.562. He's on a mini senior.
Mini C, yep.
And running 158s. He's up there with the pro sports right now.
He's running amazing lap times. Really.
Braxton Baldick in second, Carson Sebastian in third, Cooper Rhodes in fourth. There's your battle for second as they come under the Plum Contracting Bridge into the LMR Tires first turn. Wow, what a battle. Look at that, into the head of the Dragon. Downhill off camber. Look at the amount of ruts there. It's definitely rutting up. Absolutely technical track right now.
Very technical.
Leader on the top. Battle for second on the bottom as they come through the Fuel Factory Dragon back into the tail of the Dragon. They make the hairpin and head towards the Himmler downhill. Leader down around the pond turn. Headed towards the MX6 triple double. You can see the gap.
Little mistake by Carson Sebastian right there. I caught, and that got. You could see Baldick got out a little bit.
Yeah, Baldick made up a little bit of time there. Leader headed up around the Team Green Bull turn. I still like that outside better.
Yeah, I agree.
Makes the left-hander. Bringing it around to get that white flag at the Pro Action finish line. And that's just all crosshatch out there, but you know what? Right now he's just getting through. But yeah, turning to 158 last lap. Let's see what he does this time. And he's 2 seconds slower. So Race Matson, that's all right. He's a Florida rider.
That's right.
He's leading, and he's still. Braxton Baldick just comes through at a 159, so he lost a second also. Carson Sebastian at a 201. So 14 seconds between Matson and second place Baldick, and 3 seconds between Baldick and Sebastian. Our leader through the Dragon back and into the tail of Dragon. At least there's not ruts on the backside of the jump.
But can we talk about mindset just for 1 second? We seen Lex Lewis on that last podium interview who
Okay.
said, what did he say? He said, this is great. I love it out here today. It's coming together. It's so much fun. And just, you know, Jones and Roman, they're teaching that, and they're teaching that mindset, which a lot of times we forget about. We look for the technique to make us better, but it's really starts with that mindset.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I've always been a half full guy.
Yeah.
Or almost full.
Almost full, yeah.
Not even half, it's almost.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll refill it when I need it. Speaking of refilling it, there's our leader. Race Matson on the Matson Land Consulting, Moto Sandbox, Guts Racing, Dunlop, FXR, Trix Flow Engines, KTM, out of Groveland, Florida.
We've seen it for years. It always was the Northeast was at least 5 out of the top 10. Now it's the Northeast and the Southeast, 7 out of the top 10.
Yeah.
It's two of the fastest regionals going.
For sure.
Checkered flag is out for Race Matson. Here comes Baldick. And just back behind him is Carson Sebastian in third. Cooper Rhodes fourth. Noah Goki in fifth. That's brought to you by Fuel Factory. Race number 8 coming up. The Junior 25 Plus and the 125 Junior. In the Junior 25 Plus, fourth place went to the 111 of Jason Riddleberger out of Harrisonburg, Virginia. Third place going to the 117, James Folan out of Rostraver, Pennsylvania. Second place going to the 54, John Yarnell out of Canfield, Ohio. And the win going to the 32, Hunter Romito out of West Sunbury.
In the 125 Junior, first place we had going to Chase Dashel, the 196 out of Fairfax Station, Virginia. We had second place going to Oscar Joseph out of Zanesville, Ohio. And third place going to Braden Comfort from Fort Pierce, down by you, Florida.
All right, here we go. Off the line and into the first turn.
Number 3.
It's the number 3 of Oscar Joseph with the hole shot.
Like Chase Dashel there in second, 196.
And down to Andy on the podium.
Congratulations, race. What a race you had. You're our mini senior to overall winner for the weekend. Tell us about it.
I got off the gate really good. Came up the hill. It was powering up, not much mud anymore. I was in second place coming into the second turn, and then I got him down the hill coming into those ruts. I took inside, he took outside, and it was just free rolling from there.
Coming the whole way here from Florida, it's definitely a little bit colder than what you're used to. Tell us who you want to thank, buddy.
I want to thank Lord Jesus Christ for keeping me safe, Madsen Lane Consulting, Moto Sandbox, Ben, Jason, and Rob, 60, FXR, Guts Racing, Tricks Flow Motors, Dunlop, and Mom and Dad.
Guys, that's Race Matson, your mini senior 2 overall winner for the weekend. Congratulations, one step closer to the ranch, buddy.
All right, and we're looking at the battle for second right now. As you see it live on the screen, they head up into the Team Green bowl turn, and what a battle we've got going here. And I'm believing that is Dashel and probably Comerford, Braden Comerford out of Fort Pierce. Oscar Joseph is your leader. Dashel in second. So that maybe was Smeltzer in third, the 67. All Yamahas out there right now. And that's Chase Curry just ahead of Charlie Frankenberry, the 48 and the 12 for fourth and fifth as they come over that Dunlop tunnel and under the Plum Contracting Bridge. So evidently that was the battle we were watching. We got a little distracted there, punching each other in the arm like, look at that, look at that, oh, what a race, what a race.
I hit Kevin so hard I thought he
It doesn't matter, we're sitting in the living room.
Exactly.
There's our leader, the 3 of Oscar Joseph out of Zanesville, Ohio, in the Shriver's Pharmacy. Troy Lee designs Muskingum Iron and Metal, Whitcraft Rider Development, Campbell Racing, Yamaha. Second in the first moto, but none of that matters now because Dashel in second is a 1-2 versus a 2-1. This is the battle for the, check this out, Dashel making a charge. He knows that if he doesn't get him, he's going to be the first loser. Oscar Joseph's like, nah, you stay back there, dude. I got this.
Yeah, watch this. Hold my.
Oh, here we go. Left-hander. Take the same line. Let's see if they stack it up headed through there. Yep, same line. Dashel goes to the outside.
Oh, and he goes down.
And the leader goes down. Oscar Joseph. Oh, man, it wishes he could have that back.
Man.
Chase Dashel takes the lead. Oh,
Oscar Joseph now in second. And here comes third place. That's Jaden Smeltzer. Oh, he tasted the blood. He's like a shark in the water right now. Up over the Dunlop Tunnel turn, we've got a battle. Smeltzer and Oscar Joseph going at it. Chase Curry in fourth, Charles Frankenberry in fifth. As they come through that LMR Tires first turn, down into the head of the Dragon. Hunter Vermito leading in the junior 25 plus with the 54, John Yarnell in second. There's a battle for second.
Oscar wants that back. He had that lead.
Oh, yeah. Smeltzer in second, just ahead of him. There's our leader on the top and the battle for second on the bottom. So Dashel, not a care in the world right now on that Complete Racing Solutions, MX Tire, O'Neill, Dunlop, Lynx, Factory Connection, Oakley, Fuel Clothing, Risk, Precision Transport, T-Rex, HCS, Tamer, Guts, Bell, Yamaha. Dashel up over the RM Army triple. Takes a left-hander into the Cleveland Brothers Caterpillar off camber. White flag will be coming out this time around as he makes his way around. One lap to go. Smeltzer and Oscar Joseph still going at it. Let's see how they do as they come around. Here you see a good view under the Plum Contracting Bridge in the LMR first turn.
It looks like Oscar Joseph might have something. He was right there on him, but the times are showing a little bit back, so maybe another mistake.
Smeltzer at a 152, Oscar Joseph at 158. Of course, Oscar Joseph with a fall down there.
That's, yeah.
So that shows why he's off. But still running good times. Jaden Smeltzer, 11 seconds behind Chase Dashel. You can see the gap there. Down around the pond turn, half a lap to go for Chase Dashel as they come up through the MX6 triple double. One last time. And he's still got power to the ground. There's a nice wheelie coming out of that turn.
There.
Left-hander. Just careful not to get caught up in the lapper. Just like riding in the woods. Do not look at the tree.
That's right.
And Dashel makes it past the lapper, brings it in for the checkers, and will take the overall. So Chase Dashel with the overall. Jaden Smeltzer, Oscar Joseph coming up. He caught up with John Yarnell in the junior 25 plus. He had second. Hunter Vermito will take the win. And here comes Jaden Smeltzer. He'll take second in the 125 junior. Oscar Joseph brings it through. He'll take third after getting that hole shot. Tough break for him. Charlie Frankenberry will come in fourth. Chase Curry in fifth in that 125 class. Race number 9. College 1824. Sportsman and the senior 40 plus are on the line. 9 out of 11 in the College 1824. Fifth place going to the 289 Scotty Lubazinski. Fourth place going to the 79 Gabe Schmidt. Third place going to the 76 of Ryan Sampson. Second place to the 330 of Trevor Payne. And the win going to the 404 of Raleigh Bussey. And now to the senior 40 plus.
Senior 40 plus, we had the fifth place going to Todd Stavick. We had the fourth place going to George Camadina. We had the third place going to Cody Miller, second place going to Mike Judge, and first place going to James Singer.
All right, on the line, race number 9. 2 to go after this as we get ready for the start down at the Jones and Roman start line. What a day to have a grid start. You guys are loving this. College 1824 into the first turn. That's a 404. A Raleigh Busey out of New Berlin, Wisconsin.
I believe it was 76 Ron Sampson in second, if I seen correctly there.
Out of the MTF facility in Cairo, Georgia. Colleen Millsap's beating that winning attitude into those riders there.
Absolutely. Right beside it, the GPF. Georgia
she's
practice.
tough.
She is.
And there we go, down the Himmler downhill. Raleigh Busey, Wisconsin rider. Oh, yeah. I'm in the lead.
He's pulling the lead out there, too.
Yes, he is.
He's laying down the hot laps.
I'll tell you what, though. Look at that. Sampson. Definitely a faster lap time.
Yeah. You're right. That wasn't nice.
Absolutely. Technical track now.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's not a Kawasaki. That might be Gabe Schmidt there.
Yeah, I think I had that wrong. You're right.
Busey looking good. Brings it in, gets the green flag. 1 lap in race number 9.
Comes under the LMR Tires Bridge there, 404. Busey, who we got in second. I did have that wrong. That looks like, well, I couldn't catch the number there, though. But it was a KTM. It might be Schmidt, yeah. No, there's 79, so that's third. There's Gabe Smith in third. He got a fourth in the first moto. As they come through the Dragon back, the Fuel Factory Dragon's back.
Yeah, that is coming up, but it's wrong right now. Senior 40 plus, Brad McClellan's leading. Mike Judge in second, Cody Miller in third. I'm showing Joe Morrow and Seth Lewis, but I know that's not right in the college.
Yeah, that can't. Yeah.
There's our leaders. There we go. Raleigh Busey in the lead. Trevor Payne, the 330 in second. Gabe Schmidt, the 79 in third. So Trevor Payne putting a good charge on there out of New Berlin, or Berlin Center, Ohio, on the Point Through Cycle KTM. Gabe Schmidt third, Joe Morrow in fourth, Seth Lewis in fifth. That's brought to you by Fuel Factory on that rundown. Raleigh Busey just making it work out there. Again, this technical rider track out there. Conrad Agaman got to be proud of that rider as he makes it through there. On the Rock River Gizmo Mods Yamaha. Trevor Payne. So Raleigh Busey at a 149.100 and Trevor Payne at a 150.943. So just about 2 seconds faster. Raleigh Busey, 5-second gap between first and second. So Trevor Payne time to keep the pressure up, but it's just Raleigh Busey's just walking away. So you can see the gap between them as they head into the Fuel Factory Dragon back. There's our leader headed through the tail of the Dragon. Busey, feet up. That was a good form coming through there.
Love that. I love seeing that. He stood up the whole way through there, using that whole body as suspension.
I'll tell you, I watched the A.J. Catanero blips on Facebook all the time on improving riding. And he, again, it's stand up, feet up. If you can do it, You know, even if you have to dab, you can steer with the knees and one dab to get through. And there's your third place rider, Gabe Schmidt, the number 79 rider, heading into the Honda switchback. And you can see the gap there. You can't see either of the first two riders. He's 17 seconds behind Trevor Payne and 22 seconds behind Riley Busey.
And speaking of that technique, you see how it pays off in that lead. And the lead,
Yeah, it does.
You know, it really makes a difference. It's the small things. People think it's the big things, but it's the small little things that add up. And of course, being smooth. We said it earlier. I know that's everyone says that, but boy, you don't. There's already enough abrupt stuff, right? We got to look at this track. The force is coming from that. You're creating your own abrupt movements through braking, acceleration. We want to, you know, eliminate that abrupt stuff.
Yeah,
so much.
Busey just keeping the power on the back wheel, and that is the difference. He's under power the whole way around. Foot out, but hanging on the shroud up there rather than putting it down and dabbing. Gets his tear off, cleaned off. Down through the tail of the Dragon. And down through the Honda switchback, just great form. Around the pond turn. One last time. Another tear off.
I always preferred tear-offs. Did you run tear-offs or roll-offs?
I was an enduro rider. I like the roll-offs.
Yeah.
But I got bit a few times where, you know, the helmet jerked back because somebody else ran over to the top of the tear-off. They were just strong enough that it jerked your head back.
Yeah.
But
well, that was always the thing you hated about the tear-offs. You grabbed every one by mistake maybe, and and they all come off.
Absolutely.
And a day like today, you're like, are you kidding me?
Well, it's funny in the quad racing, the pro riders, if they got into a mutter, they'd have two sets of goggles on, both with tear-offs. And after the first lap, they'd throw the first set of goggles off and then have a full set of goggles with tear-offs on top of it. Expensive, but it's pros also.
But it's pros.
A lot more roost out of the four-wheelers than you would get out of the two-wheelers.
For sure. I heard him last night say that someone was running, I forget who it was at the Philly Supercross, it was a mutter. Someone was running roll-offs with tear-offs over top.
Oh, yeah. But I've also seen where you go to grab it and the string pulled off.
The string, yeah.
So now you're completely messed up.
Yeah.
So again, the checkered flag is out. Riley Busey with the win. Trevor Payne second. Gabe Schmidt in third. Joe Morrow fourth. Seth Lewis in fifth. In the senior 40-plus, Brad McClellan takes the win. Mike Judd second. Cody Moore third. Todd Stavick in fourth. Take it down to Andy on the Cleveland Brothers podium. Pro Action Worldwide Racing. Oh, sure, I'm glad to see them there. But we are down here. Super Mini 2, 85-10-12. Third place, the 199 of Olivia Reynolds had a great start, but took a fall. 421 of Braxton Braddock was in second, and the win went to the 72 of Karsten Sebastian out of Shamokin. 85-10-12.
We had the third place going to Zeke Oots. We had the second place going to Matthew how was that? Simino, that's right. Didn't want to mess that up again. And we had the first place going to Racing Kyler out of Brooksville, Florida.
All right, Super Mini 2 coming up around the first turn. 4 riders out there for that one. And here comes the 85-10-12. Let's see if Racing can pull off another hole shot. So watching them as they get ready to go. Here they come off the line. Racing third off the inside. Look at this.
Yep. Got it.
Is she incredible or what?
That was good.
She's got instincts that are otherworldly.
They really are.
She's a prodigy. And again, just keep watching. I can't wait to see her take over WMX. She'll be another Lala, that's for sure. Look at that battle. Race and Collar ahead. Watch this battle for second as they come through here. That's probably Simino and Utz going at it as they head down the Himmler downhill. And they're got to be careful there. And see, there we go. There's the pass.
Oh,
no, he battles it back. What a battle for second. And they're like, yeah, this is kind of like the old days looking at RC. It was like, yeah, I'll take second. That's all right. We'll let her go. I see racing up there, pulling away.
I believe that's Simino in second, and two different lines. Well, we got cut up a little bit there. It allows
a few too many dabs there.
Yes.
Oh, look at race. There we go. Racing Collar brings it through the traps.
Oh, and I just seen whoever was in third there went down.
Oh.
Just there. Racing Collar pulling a lead under that Plum Contracting Bridge, Alamo Tires first turn. It looks like 88.
So Matt Simino is leading in the, I don't know about that. Simino leading in the 85-10-12, Zeke Utz second, Brayton Marska in third. And I don't believe that. I think that is.
I think that I seen 88.
Racing Kyler. Again, the data just showing up. I think that it's going to be corrected as they come around this time.
Yeah, I'm almost 100% sure 88 Braden Muchler was in second.
There's your leader. Yeah,
yes.
Racing Collar. There we go. Correction on the data coming in. That's Racing Kyler headed up through the Honda switchbacks. She is 12 years old and already a two-time national champ last year down at Loretta Lynn's. Well, let's say a two different races national champion, not two-time. She will be.
Yeah, absolutely. No doubt about that.
Carson Sebastian leading in Super Mini 2 with Braxton Braddock second, Olivia Reynolds in third. Cooper Rhodes now into third, and Olivia Reynolds back to fourth now. So she was in third. Just watch the lines that she takes there. Jason Collar brings it in for lap number 2.
And again, like we talked earlier, just that smooth and flow that she has that just allows that to be not sketchy.
I mean, look at the wheels, the wheelie over the the brake and bump. And again, I'm not taking away from the other riders.
Absolutely not.
But it was kind of like watching Tyler Scott, who won the Daytona 200. We watched him in dirt track with no coaching whatsoever and just such a natural champion going through.
Yes.
Just amazing to watch.
And you see them, they come up through, reminds me of an old Kevin Windham, right?
Yeah.
Just had that natural.
Oh, Kevin Windham, the absolute smoothest rider behind David Bailey that I ever watched.
Bailey's, exactly.
And there she goes down the Himmler downhill into the Honda switchback. Floats that foot. Doesn't even dab. Look at that.
Mm-hmm. That's huge because some guys don't realize when that foot dabs sometimes, you lose them. That's just a little bit you lose, you know.
And she's a part of the Eric Sorby Academy.
Oh, she is? Okay.
Wow. Down through the tail of the dragon. Oh, no, excuse me. She's through the, that's the RM Army triple.
You can hear them blowing
Just
air horns out
flowing.
there.
White flag coming out.
Oh,
Oh,
shit,
little
little
bobble there.
Little mistake there.
Caught her. White flag is out. 1 lap to go for Racing Kyler. Running a 2:07 600. Closest rider to her is Braden Muchler at a 2:10.031 in second place. Charlie Orr third, Matt Simino in fourth, Zeke Utz in fifth, Braden Marska rounds out the top 6 in the 85-10-11. In the Super Mini 2, Carson Sebastian, your leader, Braxton Baldick in second, Cooper Rose third, Olivia Reynolds fourth. That's brought to you by Podium Works. Racing Kyler through the Fuel Factory Dragonback. And again, it's worth recording this just to be able to watch her come around the track.
That's such a great point, Kevin. You could record that, right? Because
absolutely.
If you can watch and see what's going on, you can mimic that, right?
Look at that, wheeling down the hill at 12 years old. Through the Honda switchback. Again, just keeping her leg up on the shroud. It's out there if she needs it, but she's smart enough innately to not drop the foot.
Correct.
Sorby must be loving this.
Yes. Lends that good throttle control. It allows that to happen, to meet that throttle in that lean angle in that rut, which keeps it not wanting to stand up or lay down, and that allows her to lift that leg up higher then and turn it in and not dab it.
And you can watch her. She's floating. She's sitting this time.
Yeah.
But floating all the way through there.
Yes.
It's like, yeah, I went a little bit to the left so she didn't get caught in that rut.
Yeah, that mistake last time.
And there she goes. So Racing Kyler on the Dunlop Elite, EVS Elite, Sorby Academy, Oakley, Mended, Alpenstar, BS, Moto Lab, W Wheel, FMF, Buds Racing, Maxima Renthal, MX Tire, Sorby, Tamer, Motion Pro, Ranch 54 MX, KTM.
Braden Muchler.
Seeing a lot of her in the next few years. So Braden Muchler comes in second, Charlie Orr in third, Matt Simino in fourth, Zeke Utz in fifth, Braden Marska in sixth. In the Super Mini, Carson Sebastian with the win, Braxton Baldick second, Cooper Rhodes third, and Olivia Reynolds will be fourth. Last race of the day. Can you believe it's over already? Schoolboy 2, 12-17 BC, and the Senior 45-plus Sportsman. In race 11, the Schoolboy 2, fourth place, going to Lex Luzon of Annapolis, Maryland. Third place going to the 3 of Oscar Joseph from Zanesville, Ohio. Second place, the 196 Chase Dashel from Fairfax Station, Virginia. And the win going to the 93 Seth Dennis of Brookville, Florida.
Senior 45 plus, the fourth place going to David Andrew Jones. Third going to Todd Stavick. Second going to Adam Russler from Lewistown, PA. And the first place winner was Mike Judge.
So there we look down at the Jones and Roman start line as our last race of the day getting ready to go. Schoolboy 2 Senior 45 plus. We want to thank everybody for coming. What a great day after yesterday. That Soaker technical but a very, very doable track today. And the most mud you see is right there at the start line where it just has been pouring down all day. We saw two riders come off of the start line, go completely sideways.
One did a
hitting
360.
That concrete 2-foot lip on the back side of that.
Yes. Little tricky, that Jones and Roman start gate they put it down there, which is really awesome, but it goes right to that cement, so sometimes that's takes a little bit to adjust to.
Absolutely. Here we go. The one is up, and here we go. We're underway. Schoolboy 2 up into the first turn. Who's it going to be? Seth Dennis, Oscar Joseph, Dashel, or Luzon?
196 it looked like.
And that is Luzon in second. It looks like Seth Dennis has taken the lead, the number 93 out of Brookville, Florida. Luzon in second as you get a good overhead shot from the drone. And it looks like Luzon may have got, or Seth Dennis may have gotten Luzon. Luzon back in second now. Seth Dennis is like, no, dude, I got this.
Yeah. Luzon, he's ran a lot of motos today.
Yes, he has.
He knows this track.
I think Luzon was he was in fourth place in Moto 1. So anything he can make up is good for him. But look at Seth Dennis.
Yeah, he's...
And of course, he's in the same crew as Racing Kyler. So, good job there. So Seth Dennis up over the RM Army triple. Luzon in second.
Actually, I caught a glimpse there. We might be Chase Dashell in first there.
Huh.
I think. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, oh, okay. I stand corrected. Dashel. Luzon in second. And of course, they've only been racing against each other since they were 4 years old. Dashel, Luzon.
He's
look at the gap.
Yes, I was just about to say.
Alexander Lamison in third place. Lamison with a sixth place in the first moto, third in the second. And look at the gap, 21-second gap. Mike Judge leading in the Senior 45 Plus, and Judge had the win in Moto number 1 out of Thorndale, Ontario, Canada. Here's your second plate rider of Luzon, tell by the yellow sleeves. Adam Russler in second in the Senior 45 Plus. Todd Stavik in third, so they're pretty much the same as they were in the first moto. Dashel headed up through the MX6 triple-double.
On a wheelie there.
So this is Alexander Lamison just about to head down the Himmler downhill into the Honda switchback. Down to the pond turn. What a difference a year makes. Dashel bringing it down the Pro Action suspension straightaway. Lap number 2, no flags this lap. So running a 151 on lap number 2. Luzon should be coming up. There comes Luzon through the traps at a 155. 888. He's 7 seconds behind and 4 seconds slower than Chase Dashel.
I think Luzon, G, like, you know what? I'm just going to ride this thing out. It's the last moto of the day. Just have fun, you know. Have fun out there. Sometimes it's all about having fun. You see Luzon coming through the Fuel Factory Dragons backs there. Looking nice and smooth. Dashel got that lead. He's Complete Racing Solutions, MX Tire, O'Neill, Dunlop, Lynx Racing, Factory Connection, Oakley, Fuel Clothing, Wrist Racing, Precision Transport, T-Rex, HGS, Tamer, Guts, and Bell Helmets is sponsored. Sponsors, I should say.
Dashel down to the pond turn. And he's got the white flag coming out this time around. So 1.5 laps left as they make their way up to the Team Green bowl turn. That's our second place rider, Lex Luzon, exiting the MX6 triple-double. Back to Dashel in the lead as he comes into the Caterpillar off-camber. Ain't nobody messing with that top now.
They let that all go, didn't they?
That ain't happening.
No.
Last moto, white flag out. Last lap of the last moto of the Loretta Lynn Northeast Area Qualifier right here at Pleasure Valley.
Dashel taking that line all day, too. Right to the inside of that rut. I like that.
Absolutely. Dashel out of Fairfax, Virginia. Fairfax Station, still Fairfax County. Just south of the Mason-Dixon. Riders from all over the country coming up here to this Northeast Area Qualifier. One of the last in the Northeast. And we're just proud to have it here. Jeff Cernick and the crew just doing a fantastic job on a rather nasty weekend. But look at the racers putting it out there. Nice inside cut. That's just textbook. You stay there, buddy. I'll get right by you.
Here's how you do it.
I'll slice my way through.
That's right.
And up the MX6 triple-double one last time. Double, 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 no trouble for Chase Dashel. Through the Team Green bowl over the RMRB triple one more time. Makes the left-hander. And one more time through that god-awful cut off camera.
Boy, they made it the least amount off camera you could, though, didn't they?
Yeah, you did. Chase Dashel down to the Pro Action finish line and takes the win with a no foot.
And a nice whip.
Nice kicker there. And Chase Dashel, very happy rider. And he will steal it with a 2-1.
Yes.
Lex Luzon second. And he will take second overall. Alex Lamison in third. Ben Hinton in fourth. Mike Judge will take the win in the 45 plus. Adam Russler in second. Todd Stavick in third. And we'll be winding it down here shortly. Again, a big thanks to everybody that came out this weekend. With the weather we had, it still came out nice. Look at that track. It's absolutely gorgeous from here. Of course, we're sitting in the booth on the sofa.
It still looks
Life
beautiful.
is still good. Again, a big thanks to everybody from rmgsports.net and Jeff Cernick and the entire crew here at Pleasure Valley. We will see you on May 15th for the Dylan Schlusser Memorial, and that is going to be a $40,000 race. He's working towards it. I'm going to contribute. I want everybody to come up here and enjoy the life and times of Dylan Schlusser right here at Pleasure Valley. Again, a big thank you to everybody, and we'll see you in 1 month right back here at Pleasure Valley.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you. Looking forward to next weekend. Everybody get out. Or not next weekend, the next race. I'm sorry.